Why, hello there, you beautiful people. First thing I want to say is condolences goes out to Mafera. Their grandma passed away yesterday. So hopefully everything is okay there. Hopefully the stream or any sort of content that I put out is a bit of a distraction because, again, you know, stuff like that is never a fun thing. So hopefully everything's okay. Yeah, it's not fun losing a beloved family member like that. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. But again, unfortunately, we do have to do a hard transition into the stream. So how are we doing today? So on TikTok, we got Deku, we got Only Cars, we got ABE, we got Feruz, and we got Quebec as well. On YouTube, we got Noah, Gamerald, Crody, we got Iceborne, Crystal, Wolf, Ethan, Levin. I forget to say your name again, Levin T, whatever. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Fabrizio, we got Zeblots, and we got Crisp, who is a member. So again, I do want to get more members so that I can actually start producing like the members content. But basically, if you do become a member on the channel, you will get access to my YouTube videos earlier, and they will be ad free. So I'll turn off ads for the videos on that. And then also for the YouTube chat, if you're a member, you do get access to our emotes. So Crisp, if you wanna display that, it's the same thing on Twitch. If you are subbed, you do get the access to the emotes and stuff like that, and also it's ad free. We got Levi as well. So there you go. Those are. Oh, unfortunately, oh man, it doesn't show up on the chat on the screen. That's annoying. It's in the chat though. It's in the chat. I don't know how to change that, but anyways, so we got a lot of stuff going on. So how you guys doing? How's the SP Bokuto banner going for y'all? Oh, Zeplot's also actually asked the same thing. Let's see. Oh, by the way, there is a new code. I think Shin dropped it in the Discord. It's Fly High Feb. So FLYHIGHFEB. You get 5 memory tickets. So we got Just Waiting for Kunami to come out from Crisp. Icewind says, I'm currently upgrading my block team because it is my weakest of the 4. While I wait for my banners, what memory is better to use on Kuro? Tsukishima's or the normal SSR middle blocker memory? Tsukishima's for sure. Are you talking about the normal SSR middle blocker memory from the store? I would definitely say the Tsukishima one. Do you think we could get a channel on Discord where someone can post the code? Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just write that down. Actually, wait. I think Crisp has access to that. Crisp, you can make channels on the Discord, right? Or is it only me? Is this a gacha game? Yes. You can't. Okay, so now I'll write it down. I'll write it down so I don't forget. That's a good idea. Because right now I think, yeah, people are just posting it in the Fly High general chat, which is where you should be putting it, but it's like, you know, let's just make it a little bit easier for some people. Create channel for codes specifically. Okay. No, I'm just writing down the, just so I don't forget to actually make the channel. Okay, so there is that. That aside. he's okay. So we got Cox who says, "I got Bokuto, and do I get the festival trio, Karai and Hirugami and Kuro, or is there a better option?" Probably the festival trio for sure. You just need like good hitters around him if he's gonna be in his down mode. That's pretty much it. Noah says, "I pulled Aaron, but no Bokuto." Is that your first Aaron? Because if that's your first Aaron, then that's, you know, a little unfortunate. Fabrizi says, "Right now I'm waiting for on my main account for Mia's SPs, and I'm looking to get Atsumu in Res 4. We got a first-time chatter from Altair on Twitch who says, "Can't believe Sakuza is getting power crept." Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still find him usable, so it's not the end of the world. Harold says, "I'm new. Is it worth to try re-rolling for Bokuto? Each re-roll has only 7 tickets." Each re-roll? Like, I'm kind of confused as to what you mean by that. What's the best way to have diamonds? It's you just play the game. That's the easiest way. You just do everything. Make sure you do, like, this memory game is part of the, if I go to free time here, it's part of the casual games here. If you get the 4,200 score, you get another 150. Some people forget to do that. If you share your account, so if you click this button and then you export it to like Instagram or something, and then you just like come back into the game, it should give you the 88 diamonds. You do that once per week. How many teams are in the queue? I'm not sure. I have to check. Are there any active codes right now? So it's just the one that I know is Fly High Feb. That gives you 5 memory tickets. I mean that in each reroll, the game only gives 7 SP tickets after the... Oh, like reroll accounts. Oh, I see, I see. For Bokuto... I don't think so. I think, honestly, rerolling now, it doesn't have the best value. Other than, like, maybe the... if you use all your diamonds and stuff on the UR banner, maybe, because Sakuza's coming out tonight. So that would be pretty worth it, in my opinion, because people were rerolling, at least from what I saw, when the game was, like, a couple months in. And it was around, like, the Kuro banner, so you could get Kuro, Lev, and Kenma, I believe. That was kind of the trio you could reroll for and you could get. That's worth it. But at this point in time, I would say probably wait for the Sakuza to come out. I'd say for the SP Bokuto, it's like whatever. Arthur's in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? I hope we get a UR Sakuza pack like the Hirugami. Like the ones you can pay for? Let's see. Anything else I missed? Yeah, I think the chat's whatever. Wait, is Bokuto worse than Sakuza? Aren't SPs better than URs? The thing is with Sakuza and Komori specifically, as well as Kageyama, like you see this Kageyama, how he has like he has a player rating of 22,000, and then like these URs have like 21 and 20,000. Sakuza's probably not the best example because he's skill res 2, but this Komori is at almost a 24,000. So with Komori, Sakuza, and Kageyama, they have like the equivalent of SP stats. Like you see Komori's 23.7, Kenma's 23.2. So for those guys specifically, they're worth it. But like a Kuro, for example, obviously 4,000 less than Hinata, right? Why is your UR banners 5 hours ahead of me? Is the global server ahead of NA? Yeah, so I think the SEA server is the closest one, so their reset happens in 3 hours. I need a new computer so bad. I need a new computer so bad. Anyways, as I was saying, it's Um, it's sorry, yeah, my computer's dying again. So it's the SEA server first. That's 3 hours from now. That's when their reset happens, and then then I think it's global, and then I think it's the NA. I'm not sure about the NA server. I haven't actually seen like an official thing of their time. So yeah, apologies. No. Like it's my end, guys. if the stream lags for whatever reason, like 99% of the time, it's on my end. Because again, so the thing is with my computer is like it's a custom computer, which it's fine. Like it was like it was fine when I first got it, but then because I wanted to start streaming and stuff, I needed to make upgrades, and so that's when I started like pulling parts of like taking parts of stuff out and putting stuff in, and so I think I just messed with like the Wi-Fi adapter or some shit like that. So now it's kind of like fucked every so often. So apologies. Okay, what's going on here? How many diamonds do you need to get you are at pity 138? 138? I mean, I'm sure you can do the math there. 150 times 138. And that's max pity too. You could get it beforehand. Who does the libero switch for you on your team? For me, it's the wing spiker. So he comes in for Karai right now. So it's like this. And then unfortunately, so Bokuto gets into the back row for one rotation while Komori's there, but then when Karai rotates into the front, he's there with Sakuza, and then Bokuto comes out. So that's a little unfortunate, but that's the best balance I've found so far. Which resonance is your Bokuto? It's 2. SR2. Is 50 SP pretty good? That's very good. Honestly, anything below 60, that's like elite. Like that's really good. So yeah, I didn't play yesterday, so I missed a day of dailies. So that kind of sucks. I was busy. I was out and about, and I forgot to play. So that kind of sucks. So I'm a day behind on a lot of things. I wonder what my thing is here. 263. Yeah, damn. Should I SR2 my Sakuza? That's what I did. I have 20 tickets and 11,000 gems. Should I be fine for Akashi and Ione? I think for one of them, you'll definitely be fine. The other one, though, like, essentially it'd be Ione. Ione might be difficult depending on, like, your pity situation, how early you get Akashi. Yeah, so for those of you who didn't see my team review video yesterday, somebody also had asked about the Skill Res 2 Sakuza, I think. And Skill Res 2 Sakuza is better than Skill Res 2 Komori. But the Skill Res 4 Komori is better than the Skill Res 4 Sakuza. So it's one of those things where it's like, if you already have them at Skill Res 2 and you're like looking to go beyond that, I would go Komori. But if you're at like one copy for each, I would just say Sakuza at that point. We need everything. Okay, so we'll do 2 of you. We'll do 2 of you. What else? I think tomatoes are fine. Nope. Potatoes. Potatoes and cabbages are fine. So you and you. This looks ugly. Leave me alone. And then that. Okay. So I guess in terms of like updates on like what I've been up to is I've been So one thing I do want to do is a couple of people have been asking for the channel point situation on Twitch to change. So I will try my best. I don't know when I'll be able to. I am busy tonight, but I do want to make it so that there's a little bit more stuff you can do with channel points. So I'll get to that at some point. So we can do things like, you know, voice modifiers and like just little fun stuff that that you guys can do, that we can look forward to doing at some point. Here we can so yeah, I do want to at some point sort that out. And then there's also, so I guess, what day is it today? Today's the 24th of February, so there is a new gacha game coming out. For those of you, shout out to the XE for the follow on Twitch. So there's a new gacha game coming out for Kuroko's basketball. So right now I'm in the process of watching the anime. I'm on episode 48 or 49. So I'm trying to catch up on that before the game comes out. The game's supposed to come out, I think, March 11th. It's on a Wednesday. And so we will be live streaming like my first kind of impressions of the game. And then I'll make like a little YouTube video out of it. And the main thing with that game, at least from what I've seen and what people have told me, is that there is online PvP. So we can actually play against like other people and stuff. So I could potentially play against like you guys and stuff. So that is that's on the horizon. Damn it, I missed a club contest day too. God. Well. You can upgrade the club, can I? Really? I'm maxed out, you fool. Yeah, hooligan. Where are you from? I'm Canadian. What am I doing right now? One sec. So for my Bokuto, I guess, yeah, off stream, I've been building him. So, yeah, he is skill res 2. His training is done. His memory is level 8. We got... Hold on, I can't read that one. Hold on. We got... Lily Nera? Hopefully I'm saying that right. For the follow. Shout out to you. Yeah, so Bokuto's memory is at level 80. His potentials, are they all done? They are all done. So my Bokuto is pretty much maxed out, unless I get better potentials. But again, once I max out somebody's potentials like set, I just don't look at it ever again. So now we're looking towards the SP Akashi. So as you can see, I have 3.1 million XP, which is not enough for level 80. I believe it's around, depending on your 4-star situation, it's around anywhere from like 5 to 7 million. So I'm gonna keep doing XP because again, I'm not banking on them giving us an SP boost. In terms of like, because I know there is one in the treasure hunt, but that one is more than likely gonna go towards Ione for me. So that's why I'm like looking to naturally do my own leveling up for the character. You actually got my name right. Let's go. Lily is fine though. Alrighty. Well, shout out to you, Lily, for joining the chat, joining the stream. XE says, hi, what are the best characters currently? Is there a meta or anything? So the thing is with this game is like, it really feels like the outcome of each game you play is predetermined. There's no like skill gap or anything. So realistically, I would just say like, just pick up your favorite characters. That's pretty much it. Because if you look at my like, well, okay, I would say up until, actually no, for all my URs, like these are all like characters that I'm fond of in the show. But as you can see, there's no Mia twins, there's no Bokuto. I really like them, like those characters, like they're from the show. But I skipped on those UR versions, and now I'm picking up the SP versions instead. There are SP versions of these characters. I just don't know if I'm going to pick them up because I already have the UR ones, for example. But in terms of like the best characters in the game, I guess the Hinata plus the Kenma, and then the Nishinoya plus the Kageyama, because those 4 kind of work well together right now. But very soon there is going to be a Kuro Tsukishima SP duo that's going to be in pretty much everybody's team. So I guess, if you want to call that the meta. How did you end up with the background? It's from the volleyball pass. This one, I think. It's not going to show for me. Yeah, it's from this one. So you have to get the premium pass from this one, which costs money. Which again, I'm a content creator. I don't make a lot of money, but I make some, so I put it back into the game. Okay, so what did I just do? I did the XP stuff. So let's do the gym while I check the chat. How did you get 2 skill upgrades on Bokuto? I did 200 summons on him. So I got him on the first pity, then I got him on the second pity, and then you get a 3rd Bokuto on the 200th summon, and then I used those 2 to upgrade him. Dang, was hoping it was free to play low-key while being free to play. So the thing is, after the Bokuto event's over, or at the very least, I think the entire Beach Trio, once the Ione is done, they'll put the wallpaper into the store, which again you can purchase, but there is the wallpaper fragments that is being done during the what's it called, the treasure hunt event. And I think if you hold on to that, because I don't think there's a time limit on it, there might be, I'm not sure, but if there's not a time limit on that, I think you can hold on to it until new wallpapers come out in the store, and then you can redeem it for a free wallpaper. Is the game free? Yes. What club are you in right now? I'm in my own club. Is it nice to play? So the thing is, like, in the beginning of the game, when you're first playing it, like, I really enjoyed it. But the thing is, when you play it a lot, you start to notice, like, there's gonna be times where you're like, oh, I'm gonna lose the point here. And I hate that part. Like, I'm gonna lose the point, I'm probably gonna score here. Like, I don't like the fact that I know what's gonna happen before it happens. And then there's like this long period of time, like I'm talking from maybe November till now, where I've just been simulating the game. Like, because you can either like physically like do your spikes and your blocks, or you can just let the game do it themselves. But now with the SP Bokuto coming out, I've actually been like experimenting with like my rotation and stuff, which makes it enjoyable to actually play the game again. And then plus I have, not in this lineup, in this lineup, so I have an Aaron that's pretty much maxed out. And with him, he's good for club contest, and in club contest you also play that to get the maximum score, so I'm enjoying that part of it as well. Excuse me. So it's one of those things where it's like, objectively, is the game fun to play? For most people, no. But in the right situations, it's pretty fun. Like, but the thing is, like, for example, like this event, this Bokuto event specifically, I just sim. Did you spend your IRL money on that? Yes. Wouldn't Beach Trio be the best meta? I guess. Just because they're like the most recent ones. But the because this game first came out in other areas in the world, like Japan and Taiwan, we know who's gonna come out, so we know who's like the future meta, which is like the current meta, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain. Do you recommend starting over? Probably not. I don't know. Since SP Kuro is a good standalone unit in the JB server, is it okay to skip SP Sugi for other SPs? the funny thing is, from what I've heard that Tsukishima is better than Kuro as a standalone unit, but that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. They're both really good. What is the best lineup for quick attack team? So right now it would be Hinata, Kageyama, and then you are Kuro, so that's 3. Probably Osamu, and then you kind of fill in the rest. Maybe like a Tsukishima or something. But in the future, because Tsukishima and Kuro are going to be the next SPs potentially, I would say it would be Hinata, Kenma, Kageyama, Kuro, Tsukishima. Because the SP twins don't come out for a while. Plus the SP Korai has a quick attack tag as well. So I enjoy the game, but yeah, most of the time hate on it. I don't hate the game, it just becomes a daily habit of me. Yeah, like I think at this point, like, especially if you're somebody who's like skipping banners, you're just kind of playing to just play it, which is, I guess, fine. What do you think of the Korai SP? The Korai SP is like, it's the same thing as the UR one, where I'm like, he's like a must-get character. And for the UR one, it's because he could do everything. And for the SP one, it's like he literally can do everything. Like other than like being a serve unit, I'm not too sure on that, but he has all 4 of the tags. So it's like quick, it's what's it called? It's quick, it's power, block, and receive. He has all 4. Game looks buns. Well, it's the only pair of buns you're gonna get a look at. How do you play this game? Well, right now I'm simulating, so. Are SP characters better than URs? Generally, yes, but Sakusa, Komori, you could argue, are better. Is Aaron good just by himself, or you need someone in club contest? For me, my Aaron strategy is like... Okay, I will say, if on YouTube, go to m.hq, mdot.hq. He has like the whole Aaron strat, and he goes into like the perfect Aaron strat. The one that I use, which is not like perfect because I don't have like the perfect team around him, I use the SP Sugawara because he like cuts the he cuts your stamina in half, but then he gives you more like stats, and also he replenishes stamina, and then on top of that, Aaron combos that with regaining stamina and stuff like that too. So that's kind of the foundation of mine. But actually there's more to it. Let me just explain it. So if I go to my, nope, that's not it. So for example here, as you can see, he's not in the starting lineup, but Sugawara's ability to cut stamina in half applies to your bench as well. So that's not the end of the world. But the ideal setup is pretty much like you want to have the lineup specialty first. So technically I could do this, like there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're like a quick team or whatever, or you're a block team, you first set up like that, then you sub in Aaron. And basically with Aaron, you want to crit as much as possible. And the best way to do that is to have a good setter that provides that. So Akashi has this skill here. Which one is it? When Akashi performs a critical set, your side's next spike is guaranteed to be a critical. So after Sugawara does his 4 rounds of recovering stamina, I take him out for Akashi. So this Akashi's only level 20, he's only 5,000 rating. But if you look at his potentials that I have on him, it's awareness. So awareness is what provides crits. So there's an awareness in the substat there, there's awareness in the main stat there, another one in the substat, and then another one in the substat. So, because when you crit your set, and obviously his ability, your spike is guaranteed to be crit, you can get like damn near 1 million from one spike of Aaron by himself. There's a couple other things. So like Daichi's memory, for example, if I read it. So while Equipper is on the court, your side's power type players receive 1 stack of grit. For every 20 stamina consumed, each stack increases power spike by 2% of power attack up to 10 stacks. So again, for those of you who don't know, Aaron, again, his ultimate consumes a lot of stamina. So that's how that works together. So I sub on Daichi for that as well. And then for the Libero, I don't think Nishinoya has it right now, does he? Yeah, he doesn't have it right now, but if I go to memories, there is an SR memory that is good for club contest. It's this guy's. So Shinji Watari from Aobajosai. When the Equipper's received result is not bad, so normal or perfect, increase your side's next power or quick attack spike by a certain percentage. And this one is really easy to ascend because it's an SR one, so you can, you know, technically get that one pretty easily. So the percentage will go up a lot. So if I actually... Can I show the max stats? No, I can't. Oh, no, yeah, there you go. So if you get it all the way up to rank 5, it's 44%. But I don't think I have another one. So then I put that on my Libero, even though it reduces the player rating. The player rating doesn't really matter as much in club contest. So again, you really have to read your players' like abilities and stuff. Oikawa is usually good, but not at 1 copy like I have, because again, with his, I think, is it his memory? So he gets the like attack tempo stacks, and I don't remember where it is. It's something to do where like if he consumes exactly like a certain amount of stacks, he gets a guaranteed crit. Is this skill resonance? Where is it? Where is it? Here, right here. So his Court Commander skill. When a power spike is cast, consume 6 stacks of attack tempo to guarantee a critical spike. So again, like Akashi, we want those critical sets into those critical spikes. But with Oikawa, you need more stacks to do that, whereas Akashi just needs to be a critical set anyways, regardless, like naturally. So, because when you do a guaranteed, or sorry, when you do a critical set, it's not guaranteed to be a critical spike. So, so those are the main things. It's like the Libero memory, the Daichi memory, and then Aaron, you want to have his own memory plus ideally skill res 2. Skill res 4 you don't really need. And then Akashi. My Akashi 100% better than yours. I literally leveled him up to 20 the other day just so I can get a 4th. So I can get a 4th potential slot. That's it. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. So let's do the last one here. Is SP Bokuto's memory good on Aaron? It is, but Aaron's memory himself is better. You can create a farm team and use them on the trainings you already did. You just need to start one and leave one on your green level. Yeah, I know. The thing is though, it's like 150, and leveling up these characters, you need like thousands and thousands. I'm like, I can't be bothered. When will you do team review? I will do it once my dailies are done. LOL, because of M. I've got Aaron, Kita, and Daichi on my SSR select for the SP banner. Facts. Yeah, I need to do Kita next. We got Adam in the chat. What's going on? Hello, Rojo. Should I get Komori and Sakuza or Beach Trio? I think long term it would make more sense to go Komori Sakuza because again, Komori and SP Nishinoya are the best liberos even in the other servers. There's no SP Yaku yet, which should be the next one. And then again, those two have SP stats anyways. I don't think I got the star, did I? Oh well. And then with the Beast Trio, they could like, because technically like the Festival Trio is like better in terms of like the boosts and stuff that they give. So oh, that's the wrong button. So technically, yeah, you could do that instead. Let's get this 4-star, and let's just start cracking away at the rest of this stuff. I'm doing all right, Shin. How are you doing? I never upgraded my Akashi to 80 because of the SP, even though I have him. Yeah, that's the thing too, right? The SP Akashi is literally coming out, so if he has a skill that's similar to that, I'm like, why would I waste resources? So I only got him to 20 just for that 4th potential slot. Because again, the one I have on him is like, where is it? It is... It's this one. So the 4Ps increase awareness by 15%. That's literally the only reason. I mean, one power spike is critical, increase strength by 10%. I guess that helps too, but the main thing for him again is awareness, because awareness is critical chance, strength is the critical like multiplier, I guess you could say. So that's why I have that on him, because right now his awareness is 38.1%. But yeah, I think the next SSR I should be getting is Kita, because I think I have every SSR in the game. I wish I could sort by school. Well, here it says I have 32. And then if I go to select recruit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 24, 32. Oh, there's 34? What? Who am I missing? Wait, I can do this. Who am I missing? Or did I just do the math wrong? I think I did the math wrong. Yeah, it's just Bokuto and then I think the twins? Oh, I don't have a Kaji yet. What the heck? I thought I had him. Didn't I get him last time? Wait, but that's only... Wait, what the... What? I have all the Karasuno players. I have all the Abajosai. I have all the Nekoma. Just the UR Bokuto there. Kaji's the one SSR. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess the math is not mathing. So I should do this. Because I wanna get all the SSRs. Is Komori the best libero late game for SP Bokuto? I would say like honestly either or, the Komori or the SP Nishinoya, either works. Never expected the day will come that I have more diamonds than me. Okay, my diamond count, because I was saving for the Beast Trio anyways, that's why I rinsed all my diamonds. So yes, I am broke. Thanks for reminding me. Let's do Freedom Championship now. You have 120 out of 124 players, 3 URs and 1 SSI. Oh. Okay. Do you need SP Akashi to use SP Bokuto? You don't need him, because like obviously I'm using him right now. With the SP Bokuto, like you can't use his ultimate until you're in Team Morale Awakening, So if you want to build a team that kind of gets to that faster, that's kind of your other option. But I would still recommend getting the SP Akashi. Let's do a quick view count. So we got 10 people on Twitch. We had a lot of people on TikTok earlier, but I think because of lag, it dropped a little bit. So we got 20 there, and then on YouTube, 38. I still don't understand. Why is there so many people? Like, I don't understand. I'm just doing my dailies, guys. But I appreciate the support. If you haven't already, please leave a like on the stream. Follow on, you know, if you're on TikTok or on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, please sub. As you can see at the top right, we're at 1960. We're 40 away from 2,000. So if you haven't subbed already, please make sure to do so. Damn, I just noticed Shin joined the chat. Yeah, once Shin joins the chat, like everything just goes to shit. I guess while this is happening, let me take a look at the amount of team reviews. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Well, that is a little unfortunate. I think the main issue is I've only been doing one team review YouTube video a week as well. So yeah. Fighting my demons not to pull Bokuto right now. You'll be fine. Yo, Von's in the chat. What's going on? Because honestly, I asked about the comment you did on his review. His response says, I say hatred and animosity is not needed. Any comments from your side? Thank you and keep up the wonderful work. Shin's my biggest op. Like, I will I will always throw hands with this guy. Should I try to get Sakuza? I'm a free-to-play player. If you realistically can get Sakuza, I would. But if it's one of those things where it's like it might be a bit of an issue, then I would try to get Komori instead. Notice how you got a growth in views when Bokuto came out, the GOAT. Appreciate it. Shin versus Rojo, let's go. How's your dog? Sorry, I forgot his name. His name's Ozzy. But he's good. He's chilling downstairs right now. There's something else. Oh yeah, so like yeah, the view boost when Bokuto came out, I was not expecting at all, because oh, shout out to Reze or Reese for the follow on Twitch. Oh yeah, there was another notification. Let me see if I can pull that up. It was Ricardinho FCB. Let's go, Barcelona fan. For the follow on Twitch as well. Ozzy's living his best dog life. He's chilling. Shout out to, is that, oh god, I can't see. The thing is with the way my thing's set up, I can't like read the little notification that pops up in the top right, but it's Cade. I was about to say Kyle. Shout out to Cade for the follow on Twitch as well. So it says 181, but on my end it's actually 184. So we are 16 away from 200. So if you haven't followed already, please make sure to do so. Will he get a bat costume for Halloween? I want to get him one of those, like, you know, like a Scream or a shoot, what's it called? I'm not a big like horror movie person. Like Freddy Krueger, is that the right one? Like I want to get one of those costumes where it looks like he's standing up with like a knife, but he's like obviously a dog. He's gonna be like on all fours. Reese says, hi, do you know how much points I need in the SP Bokuto ranking to stay in the top 5? Honestly, I'm not too sure because I don't pay attention to that too much. Let me take a look. My Bokuto's 356,000 swing. So the thing is, yeah, in club contest right now, I'm just using Aaron, but I've heard that a lot of people are having a lot of success with Bokuto as well, which I should probably do. So ranking. So I don't know. Oh, I guess. Oh no, wait. This is the wrong one. This Freedom Championship. Here would be ranking. MG3, of course. So if for those of you who don't know, MG3 is like pretty much the GOAT at this game. He's more active in. Well, I don't even think he's part of my community, but he's more active in MDOT's community. I don't know, like skill training points. So your training points is based off what? Training points? What's training points? So your star level, exercise training, level training. So I guess you're for your Bokuto specifically. Ah, I see. So yeah, so you need your Bokuto to be maxed out pretty much to get the highest boost there. And then activity points, you need, I guess, your SP player. Like, I guess you like physically play the game and you just like spam the fucking attack on Bokuto and you'll get more of a boost. Oh, I guess URs as well. It depends on how many URs you have. Shout out to Chloe for the sub on YouTube. Oh yeah, somebody asked earlier, I forgot to answer. They were like, is Bokuto better in the front or the back? Because he's a receive player and he has a receive ability, he's better in the back row. The only thing is, like, if you have like a stud team, like a really stacked team like I do, like Hinata likes to be in the back, Karai likes to be in the back, Sakusa likes to be in the back, Bokuto likes to be in the back. So then it's like, technically Karai likes to be in the back and the front, but it's like somebody needs to be sacrificed. So that's why right now it's Karai for me. But because of this skill right here, he performs a receive with a 140% of his receive stat, and he gains 3 stacks of United We Stand. So his United We Stand, I believe, what does it say? I think it's here. It's somewhere here. I think he just gets like a stat boost, something like that. But Sakusa definitely needs to be in the back because he gets a pretty decent boost. Are you doing any punishment summon soon? Not planning on it. Not planning on it. I did 500,000 today with SP Bokuto. God damn. Who's MG3? Machine Gun MG3. He's getting punished already by me being here? Exactly. Let's see. I use Aaron, Bokuto, and Hinata combined with Sugawara. Yeah, that makes sense. You can ult 2 times before it ends with Bokuto, otherwise he's just there in the back row. Do you think we won't see... Wait, do you think we won't see L in the near future with all the receiving players like EY and Co? L? Oh, Libero. I'd say no, because so even though, like, for example, like the SP Hinata, it's like, okay, he has the stable landing, receive with 140% of his receive stat, plus he gains a good like boost to your side. Like, yes, that's like incredible, right? But then if you look at his stats, like, you would have to build him to like a decent number, but like for a lot of people, you want him attacking, right? So his receive is 3887, and then if you go to like Bokuto, for example, he has his is 4400. At least that's the one I have built on him. But if you go to Komori, bro's got 5000. He's got 5000 receive, so it's like probably not. We had a couple notifications, so we got donor box with the follow on Twitch, and I'm assuming there was something on YouTube as well, so somebody subbed. Appreciate it. How do you even gain points in the Bokuto event leaderboard? We literally just explained it. It was the if you click the plus sign here, it's basically your Bokuto build is the first set of points you get, and then it's the activity points. So you want to do stuff with SP and URs as much as possible, preferably SPs. If you don't want to have a libero in, just wait for Kuro, SP, and Iwaizumi. That's fair. Is Sakusa Komori rerun worth? I can only get one. I'm using Karasunoban with Kageyama and Hinata. They are worth it. If you can only get one, I would say Komori. Unless you already have the SP Nishinori, then I would get Sakusa. Only in that event or in general? Only in that event. Hey, just started Fly High about 3 days ago and have been rerolling for a decent account. But I watch your free-to-play guide and it's really helpful. Thank you for the info for when I start properly. See? Somebody still thinks my free-to-play guide from October is still useful. I've been getting so many requests. People are like, make a new one, make an updated one. I'm like, it's the same. Like, I don't think it's really complicated. What have I not done yet? I think peak challenge, right? Oh, and free time. Let's do free time first. The Kuro SP has the receive tag. So I think he's the first middle blocker. Well, I guess no, Hinata. Again, I don't view Hinata as a middle blocker. I view him like more as an opposite. But anyways, yeah, he has the receive tag. Oh yeah, how can you play on PC? So I'm using LD Player. You can just search, like, I don't want to like sponsor it, but just like search up LD Player or BlueStacks and you can kind of get the gist. Connect would be Nekama. Tap says, hey Rohel, loving the live and contents. How's it going? Not doing too bad, just chilling. I believe it's index and middle. Yeah, no, the content, like, honestly, I thought this game, like, I thought the view count and stuff would go down, but with the SP Bokuto coming out, it looks like people are still interested. And then considering I have, like, what is it, like 30, like damn near 70 people watching me right now, I think we're doing all right. Girl, how long are you gonna do today? Yeah, I'll be live for another 2 hours. Is there a big difference for Bokuto at skill res 2 or 4? If so, which is the biggest boost? I'll take a look. I have mine at skill res 2. I believe it's, from what I remember in terms of like doing the player review, I'm pretty sure it was just skill res 2. Ethan says, will 10,000 diamonds be enough for Kageyama? Whoops. It is, it depends on your pity and your current ticket situation, but 10,000 should be enough. Let's do that. This would be Kita. I think I should have 2 exercises, yes, because I did miss yesterday, so that's unfortunate. So yeah, in the future, we're looking to play Kuroko's basketball. I think it's called Street Rivals, so that's gonna be coming out pretty soon. So we'll be playing that. Depending on, again, the view count and how, you know, engaged people are, I might play that multiple times a week. I don't know. But right now it's probably just gonna be a once a week thing. Maybe on Mondays. When does that come out? That comes out second week of March or something like that. I'm currently watching the show. I'm on season 2. So so yeah, Gamer World's been saying March 11th, so that's probably when that comes out. And the thing is too, like, if you're active on TikTok, like, you've probably seen the ads that they've been putting out. The layout is very similar to Fly High. It's like, it's almost identical in terms of the main screen, the recruit screen. The main difference though is that apparently you can play with other people, so that's gonna be fun. Which is the best SP duo to summon? Kuro Tsukishima? Hey Ro, do you think it's better to skip Aone and get Akashi and Bokuto, then get Sukin Kuro's Meta Block instead? Yeah, that's definitely a good option. Because I know a lot of people aren't fond of Aone. The only thing is you're missing out. I believe they have a trio bond, so you're missing out on that. Deku's heading out. Alright, no worries. Have a nice night. 20 away. God dang it. Well, actually, I guess I could just do this. I always like doing 10 spins on this, but oh my god, really? 449? So we're doing all that. Alright, so far for the treasure hunt, I've been getting what? I've gotten a couple wallpaper fragments. Or no, I got one wallpaper fragment. I think I got a couple diamonds, or maybe one set of diamonds. I've got SP tickets. And I got the 4-star. Again, I would prefer to get the wallpaper fragments a little bit earlier. Because I'm thinking, so I got the Osamu one last time. I low-key want the Bokuto one now. Oh, actually no, there's the Kenma one. The thing is, the color scheme of the Kenma one is very similar to the Osamu one I just picked up. Plus I have this Bokuto one now, so I don't know, I'm a little undecided there. I didn't even do the thing, whoops. So we got a wallpaper fragment. Would you look at that? So yeah, for those of you who don't know, if you do 35, which I just realized, shit, I missed yesterday, so now I can only do, I think it's 40 in total. I've done 6, so 35 left, so 40 or 41. So it's very important that you don't miss your days because this is very much worth it, especially for the SB ones and for free-to-play players. You can literally use this card. You can pull an SP Ione at level 1, use this card, he'll go to level 80, plus his trainings will be done. So it's very important that you do this 35 times. So don't miss your days. Like me. Holy typo. Should I pull for Ione or a second Sakusa? I have SP Bokuto and Akashi guaranteed. If it's like a second Sakusa, like, do you have Komori? If you don't have Komori, I would get Komori instead of the second Sakusa. If you're getting Skill Res 2 Sakusa, that's not bad either. But again, you can complete the trio with Ione. So you have Komori. Okay, I would say if the second Sakusa doesn't get you to Skill Res 2, I would go for Ione. How much have you spent? Too much. So you don't have to level up anything as well? What do you mean by training? The slot will be done as well. That's crazy good. Yeah, no, like, shoot, which one was it? It was the Hinata, right? No, sorry, no. So during the Komori Sakusa, because I think the devs realized, so people were expecting the Tachiyama duo to come out later than expected, but they released all the URs first before the first SP came out. So to help people who weren't prepared, they gave the UR one, so the red one that's here, in the event. So you had a UR player boost, and there's also a UR memory boost. And basically it was part of the Sakuza Komori version of this, and so you pretty much got it for free as long as you just played the game. And what it did was it allowed your Sakuza to go from level 1 to level 80, so then you would have all the potential slots unlocked, and then on top of that, the training here, this would all be unlocked as well. So you didn't have to use any bottles, any training manuals, any XP, and you would have a maxed out Sakuza from that perspective. You would just have to do the potentials yourself. And again, they also had a memory one as well, so level 1 to level 80. You didn't have to use any of the training manuals as well. So since then, they haven't given it. The only other way to get it is if you do like 480 SP summons, and then if you want the memory one, actually no, this is the player one, and then this is the memory one. So 480 for the memory one, and then 600 for the player one. So, which is completely unreasonable for all free-to-play players. But with this, as long as you log in for 35 days and do your dailies, you'll get that. Okay, so Freedom Championship is done. This is done. I think the only thing I have left is the Peak Challenge. There's also Specialty Trial, but again, I'll do that off stream. That is blocked. That's also blocked. I might as well go for the lower rated player. I think I'm good to run with this team. Should we play some? You know, I'll play a couple since people were asking. No, Deku was also heading to bed, Mafera. Like, you two were at the same time. But yeah, see ya. Hopefully you have a good night. We want to serve to... It's not the best options. Hopefully this goes to Aaron. That is not Aaron. that is not Aaron, my guy. Let's go with Sakuza here. So Sakuza does get a boost to his ultimate when he's in the back row. Check the reward for the beach hunt, the last reward. I literally just did that. Come on, Shin. Do you think they're going to add Kiryu and the guy from the Nekoma special? I think they'll add Kiryu after the Fukurodani special comes out. So 2027? I think is when it's supposed to come out? Or is it 26? Is it this year? Can you receive it to us, please? Okay. Hello, Marina. I pulled SP Bokuto. I need Akashi or Mia twins is okay. Preferably with him, the SP twins are actually good. But I think the SP Akashi will definitely suit him better. But if you do want to wait for the SP twins, you can do that. Let's set our dump here. Would you recommend getting UR or saving for SP characters? If you're a new account, I would definitely consider just waiting for SP characters. But for example, the next set of UR characters are Komori Sakuza, so these two. And these two are very much worth it, in my opinion. So it's a tough call, but generally I would say SP. 463,000 with my Bokuto. God damn, I definitely need him during club contest. I'm selling the farm. I'm selling the farm. I'm gonna go for a Kunumi skill res 2, I think. Yeah, so the skill res 2 Kunumi, what he does is when he's on the bench, he recovers stamina for your team. Okay. Now can we go to Aaron? The unblockable quick attacks feel very broken. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. Would Sakuzan Komori plus Yor Kamameta duo pair well with the Beach Trio? I low-key think that might be my team. I still haven't really figured that out. I think because the Akashi is gonna come in for the Kenma, because I don't really like running two setters if I don't have to. And at that point, I don't need the Hinata. I absolutely need to keep Hirugami in my starting lineup because he's the only guy who actually blocks. So at that point, it's like, yeah, it's going to be Akashi here and then probably Iona here. So then that leaves over the Itachiyama Kamameta. And then maybe I might like sub them out for like Hinata and them. That is an option. I could choose between going for a Sugawara SP or Kanji SP. I prefer Sugawara for the energy recovery. Yeah, it's never a bad thing. He actually does recover a lot of stamina considering he takes a lot away to begin with. I was a little bit worried about that when I was first reading it. I was like, is this a good thing or is it a bad thing? You're not pulling for Suki and Kuro? I mean, I don't know because, you know, I've been pulling for every single banner for the videos and stuff, so it's a little bit difficult because I'm not M dot, so it's a little bit difficult. But I don't know, we'll see. No promises, but I'll try. Holy, Sakuza's running on 0 stam. In the front row at that point, I will go Ushijima. I think I will go with Kenma just serves, so yeah, we'll go Kageyama. And then Komori's about to die as well. And then we'll just run it from there. I'm using LD player. That's the thing though, like with the Kunimi, it's like you want him at skill res 2 so that he's on the bench to recover stamina, but it's like you're investing a lot of resources into a bench player. So I don't know. Again, one of those situations you probably can just like sub them in and you'll be fine. Like Kunimi SR2 will be glorious. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see because he's, again, you know, I think there's enough stamina recovery players in the game, especially for club contests, so it's like I don't think he's necessary. It just depends on if you got the other characters. Is the energy recovering good? It is, but again, it's like one of those things, is it worth it when you could be using those resources on a different SP? Because for example, like I have Sugawara, I'm probably going to use the natural like tickets I get to pull Hida, because if you look at Mr. Hida here, I think it's his skill reserve. When Kida performs a receive without conceding a point, your team morale increases by 10. While he's on the court, this teammate who casts an ultimate skill recovers 10 stamina. So anybody on your team that casts an ultimate, it doesn't even need to be in like an attack. It could be an ultimate receive, an ultimate block, they get 10 stamina back. Maybe his skills as well. No, so it is his skill res 4, so you have to pull a lot of Kida. So again, I'll slowly work towards that because I think I might pull for the SP twins. Same situation as the SP Bokuto where I didn't get his UR, I didn't get the UR twins. I might get the SP twins, combine that with Kida, Aaron, you get the gist. Let's see, this Tendo team. Power attacks, I'll be at a disadvantage. Quick attack, I'll be at an advantage. So let's run this. Got my Kida to SR4 and my Aaron is fully skilled, feels so good. Suki and Kuro more universal than Hinata and Kenma? Yes. WTF, we in the same rank at peak and you haven't seen me at all? Yeah, no, I haven't. I didn't check the team. This is probably gonna go to Nishinoya, so let's go to Mr. Kurai instead. What time is it there? For me, it's 1:15 p.m. Can't wait to see the showdown Rojo versus Shin. You're gonna have to wait for the KNB game to come out, because that's when the ISO is really gonna happen. Like, I'm telling everybody to move the hell out of the way. Got my Bokuto finally after 70 pulls. Let's go. The UR twins are good, but Loki, Hinata, and Kageyama is better because the ability recharges. Yeah, exactly. What the hell? I just got nerfed somehow. Oh, I just received in the front row. What is going? What is going on here? Suki Kuro is the same tier with SB Kamameda Duo. Yes, but you do get a little bit more versatility because of Kurai. I don't really want to use a setter dump here, but I'm gonna have to. Up 3-0, but we ain't got no ultimates until this. So now Bokuto's ultimate will be active. I love all the skill animations. I could watch Bokuto spike all day. Yeah, I really like the animations too, but the thing is, it slows the game down so much, and when you're like on stream and I'm like trying to do stuff in a timely manner, it's a little unfortunate. I have to disable it. Oosh. So the thing is, I mentioned earlier, like, okay, so I'm up 4-0 right now. So you would think I would win like 5-0, 5-1, whatever. This game will probably be 5-3. What's up, Poland player? No, you lose now, or that happens, yeah. Holy shit, I 5-0'd! Oh my god. Well, never mind. I think that's the first time ever in Peak Challenge I've 5-0'd somebody. Never mind. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't see that. Do I want to go up against the twins? Sure, why not? We'll test my luck. Get this dude out of here. Streamer luck hacks. Bro used all his luck on that match. Oh no. Let's go to Osamu here. Which trio is better, the Oikawa on the beach? Because I don't know if I should go for the Bokuto. I would say objectively, I think the Oikawa one's better, but they're both really good. Has anyone here watched Iron Lung, by the way? I'm gonna watch it tonight because of Mr. Markiplier. Shin says it's mid. A couple of people said no. Your luck has run out. Next SP is gonna be 140 pulls probably.
Ora.
134 pulls player and 100 on memory. No shot. Emergency set. Well, yeah, you don't see those too often. Emergency set with the foot, by the way. Can you give me any tips if I send you my team? In the Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord already, it's in the link's in the bio. You're gonna have to export the link into like a different browser before you join, because apparently it doesn't work on the integrated TikTok one. And then we have a section for team reviews. The only thing is, in terms of like streams, I do the most recent. Sorry, not the most recent. I do the latest team, so I go from, you know, furthest back to now. For YouTube videos, I select a little bit more. So if you were to send it now, for example, like it's not gonna happen in this stream, but it could happen in a video depending on your suggestions and stuff. What are your opinions on Bokuto SB? He's very good, but again, you need the team morale awakening. So if you're somebody who like has a okay team offensively, while you're waiting for him to get to that team morale awakening, it's gonna kind of be a bit of a struggle. But if you're somebody who has like a really good team, like with Sakuza, Korai, like a lot of hitters around him, you won't really notice it, because if anything, it'll be really timely, because once you use all your ultimates, it'll be like, oh shoot, now I have nothing to do. But then the team morale awakening will happen out of nowhere and the Bokuto gets his ultimate, right? So pretty situational, I will say, but I've been enjoying using him so far. Again, him and Oikawa are my favorite characters in the show, so that's always a plus. This looks like it's gonna be 4-4 here. So for the last point, we will bring in Kuro for blocks, we will bring in Ushijima for spikes, we will bring in Nishinoya for receives. Do I want Kageyama setting? The setter dump is 250. Quick attack stat increases. I think I want Oikawa in this situation. I think I got the shortest team review ever. Oh yeah. I had to show out for you. Do I need SP Akashi for SP Bokuto? You don't need him, but it would be recommended. Come on. No! No! Oh my god. Streamer Luck's back. Oh my god. Kuro's gonna win this. Ah! That was crazy. I should not have won that. Alrighty. So we got another block type team here. Streamer luck is insane. When it comes to pulls, streamer luck is not a thing. But you know, maybe gameplay I'm not that bad. Garena has favorites. Trust me. They have me as a favorite because they know, like, hey, if we just rinse this guy for everything he has, he's still gonna pull his character. By the way, this rebanner is Komori or Sakuza. It should be Sakuza. Wait, what the hell? Wasn't his Aaron on the right side? Do you prefer Kageyama or Oikawa? The weird thing about the Kageyama is like I feel like I prefer him with the SSR Hinata, but my SSR Hinata isn't built properly. I'm using the SP one. Because with the Kageyama in this team, honestly, I don't really notice him that much. But with the Oikawa, he's, I guess, a little bit more consistent for me. I don't know, it's weird. Because I feel like technically the Kageyama should be better. Do you think Sugawara is better with Hinata and Nishinoya, or can I get UR Kageyama? The Kageyama is definitely better because he has a bond with both the SP Hinata and the SP Nishinoya. But Sugawara is definitely good as well. Why did Garena shut down Black Clover game? I don't know. This is the only gacha game I play. I don't really have a lot of knowledge and stuff on it. Or on other ones, I should say. Does the SP Bokuto and SP Akashi have a bond together, or will I need Ione with them? That's a good question. So on the Bokuto itself, I think he only has a bond with the Hinata. I think with Akashi, he'll have the attack at the very least. But in terms of like a boost or whatever, I think the Aone is needed. Are all the SP and UR characters that have been through the store ever coming back? So there are rebanners. So for example, like tonight, for me anyways, the next like update for your dailies, there will be the Sakuza, this guy. He'll be coming back. And then in 2 weeks time after that, it'll be the Komori. So they do come back in a couple of weeks. But it will be a little bit. That was what the okay, dude. But yeah, you just have to be patient. Seriously? 2 normal blocks into bad receives? Come on, game. By the way, what are we thinking about SP Twins? They are my favorite characters. I'm curious if they're good. They are good. So the thing is with the UR ones, my, I guess, criticism of them was that they are very like circumstantial, if that makes sense. Like they very much need to be in a specific team to get the most out of them. But one sec. Apparently the SP ones are built a little bit more evenly in that regard, where you can put them in like different situations. So yeah, I've heard good things about them, so I'm probably gonna pull them. Probably. Oh my god, MG3 is actually in the chat. What the fuck? What? This is literally the first ever stream where I've mentioned MG3's name. Bro spawned. Like what? If you guys watch wrestling and you know who Joe Hendry is, that's literally just what happened here. I said his name and he appeared. I can't post in the team review channel in the Discord. I don't know why. Really? No, literally, somebody was asking about the Bokuto event, and they're like, how do I get more points on it? And so we were just kind of looking at that, and then you were obviously number 1 on the leaderboard, and I was just like, you know, he's just kind of that guy in the game. In terms of like leaderboards and ranking and stuff, like you're always at the top of the leaderboards. That's literally the first time I've ever acknowledged you. And literally you're in the chat. That's so funny. Have you done team reviews yet? No, I'm very much behind on that. I should have finished my dailies a while ago, but people were asking for gameplay, so we're doing the peak challenge gameplay and then we'll get into team reviews. MG3 believes in Joe Henry. Let's go. Can't post. It doesn't let me. But you can see the channel? Huh. I think maybe... I'm thinking maybe it's because you don't have a specific tag, but I made it so on the onboarding process you can't skip that. So I'm a little confuzzled. MG3 says each copy gives you 3,000. That's why I have a high score. Oh yeah, so if you have dupes of the SP character as well, you get a much higher training score. Wow, I do not have a Spike ultimate. Oh, it's because my fucking team morale I sold. I was supposed to activate this last time. Plus, if you have SPs in your team or bench, you get more points. So Bokuto and Akashi are worth it. They're worth it in terms of like yes, especially if you get them now. For the time being, they're definitely gonna be worth it. But people are looking ahead to the Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima release, and that's why people are like, maybe they're not worth it long term. If that makes sense. Oh my god, can we just end this, please? End this rally, please. There's no way. A bad block, a bad receive twice in a row, and I'm gonna lose this point. This is ridiculous. this is ridiculous. Fly high, back at it again. My team's kind of ass. I have no UR wing spiker. Well, I mean, yeah, that's not ideal. That's not ideal. I should have subbed out Kenma here. That's a bit of an L, but we'll be fine. Why does he have 3 people on the right side? The lineup in this game sometimes is so funny. I think he is gonna get the point here, so let's do a little bit of a swap. So he'll be serving, so we'll still have Kuro in the front. Again, Ushijima. I think I'll leave Komori since his stamina's not that bad. A Sakuza perfect spike into a Sakuza perfect receive. And then Kenma's gonna score. God damn it! I have both SP Nishinoya and UR Komori. Is it still worth to pull UR Sakuza? That was a choice. Usually you want to go for one of them. No way. Okay. Okay, game. I think Kenma has good receives, 5,000, so he'll stay. I think I'll go Nishinoya at this point. And yeah, I'll keep Hinata. Wait. What just happened? I didn't select. Did y'all see that? I did not select Kuro there. fuck just happened? Did I select Kuro there? Or am I tripping? Okay. we're just gonna move on. We're not gonna talk about it. Okay, so there's that. I guess getting the Sakuza wouldn't be a bad thing, but it's one of those things you could just transition away from Komori Sakuza as a duo and go towards something else with the SB Nishinoya. It's really up to preference at that point. It definitely wouldn't be a bad thing if you did get him, though. Let's pick up all these fragments. Match streak hasn't reset. We got more fragments to get. Cheers store hasn't. I haven't done the special trial for the week yet. Can you rate my team? You're gonna have to post it in the Discord, but probably won't get to it today. Yeah, that should happen sometimes for no reason. It autoplays even though autoplay isn't on. Damn. Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened to me. Okay, so again, I have to do specialty trial off stream, and then I think that's it. So that should be it for the daily section of the stream, I believe. There's the memory game and stuff as well. I just don't do it. I just don't do it. I always forget. Do I have any tickets left over? No URs, no SSRs, unfortunately. And then missions, we've done that, we've done that. So I think we're good. I think we are good. Where does one acquire MG3's profile picture on Haikyu Fly? That's a good question, actually. I don't know if I have it. It might be you have to get Hinata to like a certain level. Do I have it? I do have it. So receive when Hinata reaches 4 stars for the first time, I believe. Is that the practice one? No, it can't be the practice one. It has to be at least the SSR one. Okay, so now you guys get to see the beautiful transition into my Zelda background. And then let's do the team reviews. So we have like 80 in the Discord right now, which is a lot. So I need to stay on top of this. So what we will do is, actually I will be right back. So I will turn on some music for you guys. I will be back in like 2 minutes. You guys can just discuss this team while I'm gone, I guess. I don't know. BRB. Alrighty, we're back. We are back. All right, so let's see what people are saying about this team. He should replace Iwaizumi. True, he should get Bokuto and Akashi SP. For Bokuto, SP or UR for the bond with SSR Akashi. I accidentally pulled Bokuto SP in 24 spins. Accidentally suffering from success. Move Kuro or Suki in the back. Move Akashi into the front to have at least one of them switch for Libero and the other in the front always blocking. True, Iwaizumi should be replaced. Unless he's aiming for the SP Oikawa and replace Hirogami. LOL, this is a Filipino song? Yes, so I guess I can show. I have a 5-song stream playlist. But made by E-Internet. So my friend Ian, he is also a mod in the Discord. He shows up from time to time. But he is E-Internet on all platforms. And yeah, he makes some songs. Because I don't want to get copyrighted, and so we use it. For another team bond with Karai, Bodo is knocking out Inter in the Champions League. Crazy. See, really? See, the thing is with the Champions League, like right now, especially with like the bye plus the Tuesday games, I'm like so out of like tune with it. Atletico Madrid knocked out Club Brugge 4-1. So it was 3-3 after the first leg? Damn. Bodo knocking out Inter. That's crazy, dude. Isn't there like another upset about to happen? Oh yeah, it's like Juventus Galatasaray. I know Heiken's gonna be happy about that. Is there any other games? What's happening on Thursday? Is that Europa League? That is Europa League. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling too confident with Barcelona right now. Especially like after that defeat to Girona, I was like, holy shit. Like, what are we doing? But then we got a victory against Levante, which was very much needed. Holy. But in the knockout stage, okay, so it just depends, I guess. Yeah, it depends on who comes out. So we're either playing Newcastle or PSG. Well, that's not fun. That's not fun. Newcastle are cooking yous. Well, I don't know. We played Newcastle, wasn't it earlier this season in the group stage? And that's what people said before, but then Pedri single-handedly destroyed their midfield. So I don't know. Okay, so let's get back into the team reviews, or at least get started. Wait till you get to David's team. It's so fun. You should include it in a YouTube video. Okay. So let's first read the messages. So this is from Black Betty, who says, what SP should I go for? I have 25,000 diamonds, but free to play. And they also said, I want to go for the Festival Trio plus Tendo, but I don't know if it's going to work out. I want to take out Kuro, but it looks like I would have to take out Kurai instead. Let's see. So obviously Oikawa would come in for Akashi. Iwaizumi would upgrade for himself. Honestly, you could get away with having just Tendo as your blocker. And then as long as Kurai stays in the slot 5, and then you have Tendo here, and then as the rotation happens, then you have him in the front as well. Because that's what I have going on, and it's... I can kind of feel the lack of blocking, but at that point you can also, like, once their ultimates kind of run out and you're, like, struggling a little bit, you can just sub the Kuro back in. And at least have that. You guys saw me do that earlier in the Peak Challenge videos, and I actually won a game. Actually, I won 2 games. I think one was with the Kuro block and one was with the Kuro spike. and he did not start. So you could do that still. So you don't have to take out the Karai. I would honestly keep the Karai at that point. But yeah, if you go for those 4, it'd be like that. 6, 3, 2, and 4 would come out, so that's fine. The only thing you're really missing is like a Hirugami bond, but you don't need it in this situation, especially if you are going for the Tendo with the other SP. So I think you can do it. And then in terms of your diamond count, 25,000 at this point in time. Plus, if we take a look at not triggered, if we take a look at this, you have till May 27th. So on top of that, that's, you know, what day is it? It's February 24th. So that's like March, April, May. That's 3 months of saving. So you should be able to. Because then there's these 3. Oh, it is the Tendo right after. So I was under the assumption that it was Atsumu and Osamu and then Tendo. So that is pretty much 4 banners in a row. So not ideal from that perspective, but if you start saving now, you can definitely get through with using this team. I did see somebody suggest, again, your middle blocker situation. You definitely want to swap Akashi for Tsukishima. Probably move Kuro to slot 4. So you would have Sakuza 1, Tsukishima 4, Karai 5, Kuro 4, Akashi 3, and then Iwaizumi 2. And then you have the Libero replace the back row middle blocker. So you still have Sakuza for receives, you still have Karai for receives, you throw in your Komori as well. And then Kuro starts on this side. He's here for 1, 2, 3 rotations. And then again, you can sub in your Tendo if you really need to, or you can just have Tsukishima take over at that point. But it's a pretty decent team, to be honest. It's one of those teams where it's like it's a transitional team. Clearly, like it's not at its final form. You can see there's missing bits and pieces here. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah, do your plan, but just change your rotation in the meantime. So in terms of team rating, I think I'm gonna give this one like a solid 7.5. I think that's fine. And again, if you do post your team in the Discord, I will at you. So this is most recent live. And then you'll know to go check my most recent live. So again, the VODs are posted both on YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is a little weird. Like, you know how like I disconnected earlier? I think it might have split the VOD into 2 parts. So just double check which one it is. So yeah, Gamer said David's team. When is this? Well, it's not gonna be in this stream, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I will keep an eye. Switch Karai to front because he spikes better at the front. Well, that's why he's in slot 5. Because you just have to basically use Sakuza for the first rally, and then Karai will then rotate into the front. I'm gonna get the SP roll when he comes out. I really, you know how fun that would be if the devs like did like SP content creators? That'd be so funny. What's my end game team right now? Honestly, I have no idea. Right now, I'm just Beats Trio plus Kamameda and Tachiyama. That's 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, there's 7 players. And then we'll just figure out the rest from there. So next up we have Maxi, says I pulled Osamu by accident trying to get the extra tickets. No clue what to do next. So the good thing is, it looks like your other opposite was just Daichi. If your opposite that like was here before Osamu was Ushijima or something like that, that would be a bit of an issue. But you're still a power attack team, so technically you just did upgrade. Maybe you're just losing the receive capabilities of a Daichi. Because looking at your team, you have Kuro to block, Karai to block. That's it. You have Tanaka, Osamu, Bokuto. You have everybody else to hit. So offensively, you'll be fine. It's just the receiving kind of situation. I would consider. I would consider putting one of one of Tanaka or Osamu in slot 6, and then have Nishinoya replace that player. Probably Tanaka, just because he is a wing spiker. And then you can, when Tanaka rotates into the front, you can then have one of these two get taken out for the libero. Kuro's fine where he is. Kurai, probably want him on slot 5 again, because he's better in the front row, but can receive in the back, so you have him a little bit for the time being in the back, then he rotates into the front. And then probably Bokuto serving. You could have Osamu serving. One of these two serves. Akashi rotates into the front, and then yeah, so just fix your rotation a little bit. But the fact that you pulled Osamu is not a bad thing whatsoever. It's not like he changes the dynamic of your team. So in terms of what to do next, in terms of SPs, I would just consider maybe I would consider the Kuro Tsukishima right here. So you would upgrade your current Kuro to the SP1, and then you would take out Tanaka for the SP Tsukishima, just so you have a little bit more balance, because right now you have a lot of people who can hit not too many blocks. Also receive, so the SP Kuro can receive, so that would help in that regard, because right now it's only Kurai and Nishinoya really. So I think that's probably your next play. The Akashi is definitely good in the meantime, because he is the best power setter SSR, in my opinion. And then again, Osamu can just do his thing. Bokuto being here with Akashi is good, and then Kurai again just slots into any team. In terms of URs, again, I would consider the Komori rebanner, or maybe the SP Nishinoya one if it's too close towards the Kuro Tsukishima situation. But yeah, not bad, not bad, nothing to worry about. So in terms of a team rating, I think I give this one like a 7.25. I give the last one, hold on, I give the last one a 7.5. This one has the Bokuto bond, but it's missing Komori Sakusa. Yeah, I give this one like a 7.25. It's slightly worse than the other team, but not a bad team at all. Alrighty, next up we got Kingu, who says, I don't know what to pull next. Maybe planning on getting Kunimi SR2 next, but I want SP Bokuto at the same time. Ooh, we got a pretty good team here. So you have the Itachiyama and Kamamedai, so I'm assuming the SP Bokuto that you're thinking about getting would come in for the Tendo, which doesn't make too much sense because you need Komori to come in for somebody. So right now it is the Tendo. So I would honestly say like the SP Bokuto is not needed in this team. Holy shit, I didn't even see your bench. Bro is stacked on the bench as well. So you could technically get the SP Bokuto for like a second team. But again, not needed. Sugawara helps with stamina recovery, so you don't really need the Kunimi, but if you do get the Kunimi, it would help. Because Sugawara again cuts everybody's stamina in half, then he slowly recovers them, and then plus on top of that with the Kunimi SR2 would recover more stamina. So I guess that would probably make more sense compared to the Bokuto, because again with the Bokuto he would fit in this team, he'll be fine, while Sakusa, Kurai, and Hinata cover for him before the Team Morale Awakening happens. So you could go either way, to be honest, but I would say probably the Kunimi, if that's what you're deciding between. In terms of actually like in the future, I mean, it looks like you have like every character in the game, so you could just, you know, upgrade the URs to their SP versions. I see Atsumu no Osamu, so maybe SP twins. But you're in one of those situations where you can do whatever you want. If you want my opinion, I would lean Kunimi over the Bokuto. So in terms of a team rating, this is a block type team actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I actually think the Kenma would be better in this team, but I do understand the whole Sugawara training ability, so I'd probably give this one like an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. Yo, they should give content creator avatar frames. I wouldn't be mad at that. That'd be kind of cool. Accident, quote unquote. I missed out on SP Hinata and Kageyama. Are they going to come back at the store at some point? So the Kageyama should be out in a month. So tonight is going to be the Sakuza rebanner, and then 2 weeks later is going to be the Komori one, and then 2 weeks later it should be the Kageyama one. So Kageyama in 1 month. The SP Hinata one though, we don't know. Next up we have Gigi Harris with the Undertaker profile picture. I'm waiting for Itachiyama, Libero, Komori. I also want to spin for Akashi, Bokuto, and Ione. Yeah, so definitely the Komori. Definitely the Komori. But yeah, the rest of your team is pretty interesting. Like, the Twins plus Oikawa is a choice. You don't have a team rating. You are 1, 2, 3. You are 1 away from a power type team. So if you really want to have this team on the court in the meantime, just drop your Tanaka in for, I guess no, not the Hirugami, probably for the Osamu, right? So that at least you have a power type team. And then after the first point, just sub Tanaka out for the Osamu. Just so you're not at that disadvantage. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not much else you can do. The Oikawa trio. Sorry, no, the Beach trio is what you want. So obviously Bokuto would come out. And at that point, I would take out Atsumu and Oikawa. So you could take, for example, Oikawa out for the Akashi, Bokuto would upgrade, and then Atsumu would come out for the Ione. And your team would have a lot more balance at that point. Because the Bokuto has Receive, Sakuza has Receive, Nishinoya has Receive, and then you have 2 blocks with Hirugami and Ione, and then you still have the attacks with Bokuto, Sakuza, and Osamu. So it's definitely possible, but it looks like you're free to play potentially, so that might be a bit difficult because it's 3 banners in a row. But if you can do it, I would do it. But in terms of a team rating with the specialty into account, or the lack of specialty, I should say, this is probably like a 7.25 out of 10. 7, somewhere there. But with one, it'd probably be like a 7.75. No, it'd be like an 8 with a team type. Next up, we got Male Sinatra, who says, hello, started playing at the end of December, and I don't think I'm doing awful, but all advice is appreciated. No end goal right now, but I'll sure be pulling for Oikawa and Ushijima. Okay, so he has the Kageyama Hinata duo, plus the Tsukishima and Nishinoya for the Karasuno team bond, and the Sugawara as well, actually. So, yeah, you're actually not doing too bad. I think I would just consider putting Tsukishima in the front for Lev, because Tsukishima is just a better blocker, in my opinion, whereas Lev is a little bit more of a combo middle blocker. And same thing with Kurai, probably in slot 5 again, just to maximize him. I think I would swap Kageyama and Sugawara just because Kageyama has a set or dump. So those are like the rotational things I would consider. But you are doing pretty good. Like, you have all the foundational stuff down, especially for somebody who just started playing. I mean, looking at your bench too, like, you have good options as well. So definitely doing really good. I guess in terms of future banners, Kuro Tsukishima for these two. Because as long as you have Kageyama here, you can keep this Hinata, in my opinion. Like, you can get this Hinata to level 80, you could potentially like dupe him with the select recruit, like that's how good these two are, in my opinion. That you don't need like an SP Hinata, for example, even though the SP Hinata does provide more. But because combined with this Kageyama specifically, this Hinata is very viable. I think the libero position, you might want to consider Komori Rebanner, because again, you will still have the Karasuno team bond with these four. So I would say one of like the Komori Rebanner and then the SP Suki Kuro, in my opinion. But yeah, in terms of a new account, you're doing good. You're doing pretty good. So in terms of a team rating, it looks like you're a quick attack team as well. So that's always nice. You can actually rotate between the two. But yeah, in terms of a team rating, I think I'll give this one like a 7.5 as well. Just because of the bonds. Maybe a 7.25. Yeah, I think a 7.25 makes more sense. Oh. Next up, we got Richie OWO. Suna kind of just chilling for team type, saving until Suki Kuro, going for temporary receive, endgame quick with power as backup. This will probably be my team for a while though. Love the bits. Thanks. Oh, wait, hold on. He says, change my mind a little and we'll be pulling for Bokuto because he's one of my favorite characters and his team type helps my power and receive. Interesting. So he did pull the Bokuto. So this is his current team. And then he wants to go Suki Kuro with the Atachiyama plus Hinata Kenma. And then he'll replace Atachiyama for Korai Atsu. Oh, and then Bokuto comes out. I see. So I think the, I guess, quote unquote meta is the Hinata Kenma plus Suki Kuro. I think that's going to be kind of the four SPs that a lot of people are going to use. So you are trending in that direction. It looks like you will take the Kageyama and the Tsukishima out, which makes sense because again, two setters, not always necessary, but it is it's useful in this situation, especially because you have the Hinata as well. But yeah, I think that makes a ton of sense. I think you're fine. You know what you're doing. I don't think there's anything really to say. Twins plus Korai. I mean, ideally you would probably want to get Hirugami in here, maybe for the Hinata, but also okay with just the Hinata. So yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, there's really not much to say. Just keep doing what you're doing. You got your mind made up, and you're on the right path. Hopefully the Bokuto is doing you well. In terms of rotational stuff, it looks like are you taking out your back row setter? Or back row wing spiker? I don't know who's coming up for the libero here, but it looks like this is fine. Because again, you have a setter dump here, you have a setter dump here, so that rotation happens. You're always going to have one in the front. You got at least two of these three in the back, and then Bokuto eventually will rotate into the back as well. And then Tsukishima's out there for blocks. Yeah, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. So in terms of the team rating, I think I'd give this one like an 8.5? 7.5? Maybe if you had like the UR Kuro here instead. So I'll give it like an 8.5, but it's close. Next up, we have Max Tempest, who says, down the line, I want to get the SB twins when they come out, and I've heard that Komori is also good, but Noya is my favorite character, and I was lucky enough to get the SP. Okay, so SB twins. So yes, Komori is good, especially by himself. Like, people feel like you have to get both Komori and Sakuza. I would say if you have Sakuza already, you can definitely get Komori, and that will be ideal. If you only have Komori, you don't really need Sakuza with him. The only thing is with this team, this current setup, I would say Komori would help more because Nishinoya is more for power-based teams and your team is quick. So there's a little bit of a mismatch there, but it's not like the end of the world by any means. And yeah, so down the line you want to get the SP twins, which makes sense. Again, like I said earlier, they are a little bit more versatile. Whereas these ones you kind of want to have like, you know, the Kita bond, you want to have more quick type players. Hinata's a little bit of a mulligan though, because he's a quick type player that likes crits, which Atsumu doesn't like. So again, a little bit more specific with the UR ones, but the SP ones down the line you'll be in a good spot. And with the SP Nishinoya, again, I would not spend the resources on the Komori at this point, especially if this, like, you know, looks like you're a new account. You don't even have, you know, the full lineups unlocked, bench players. It doesn't look like you have a bunch of guys left over. So I would say skip the Komori for sure. I would consider the Sakuza, but then you would have to get rid of the Karasono team bond. So it's like, it's probably worth it long term, but you could also save those diamonds for SPs, right? So, and plus Tanaka's a really good SSR wing spiker for new accounts as well. So you could get Sakuza. I would say skip. I would just say save up for your future team with the SP twins, and maybe at least like the SP Tsukishima if you can get him, because at that point you're not losing the team bond, your team dynamic stays the same, but you just get better. So that's an option. In terms of a team rating, I think I'll give this one like a 7 out of 10, 7.25. Something like that. Next up, we got Ilhamo. I'm free to play, and I started playing during the SP Hinata, so that would be Christmas. I would like some reviews on my current team. Who should I pull and how I can make my team better? Thank you for your guidance. Okay, so apologies for the quality. It's still, you guys can see. So again, for a new account, the thing I recommend is always a team bond with SSRs preferably, but yeah, so he does have the Date Tech team bond, which is pretty rare, but definitely good for new accounts, because blocking in the beginning of the game I feel like it's pretty strong. Again, the Tsukishima I believe was the free one, and Goshiki here I think is the right player to have in terms of his type, because it looks like you're lacking a little bit in the offensive department. So yeah, either Goshiki, Iwaizumi, Tanaka, one of those guys. And then the SP Nishinoya is here. Definitely no problems with that. And then your bench is full of SR characters, which is fine. So in terms of your team building at the moment, it's absolutely fine. I would consider, this is like a really rare instance where I would consider getting the SP Kanji and the SP Ione, but not the other SPs around them. Just because then you don't have to worry about changing your team too much, because it is a block type team with these four. You still are a block type team, because I think, is Sasaya power? Because I don't know if Kenji's power, so you might need multiple power type players to change to a power type team. Definitely not a receive team, definitely not quick. So, well, actually no, you have two quicks, so you could do two other quick players, but yeah, this is one of those rare situations where it's like you could go like Kuro, Tsukishima, and then you could go like Kanji, Ione. it's like one of those weird situations. Sasaya is power, so you have 1, 2, and then I don't think Kenji is, so it's only 2. So it's not like the end of the world. You could transition out of this block type team if you want, or if you like it, because you could just like the team, like the type of style or whatever, just upgrade these SSRs to their SP versions. I don't see anything wrong with that. But yeah, new account, so you're doing pretty good so far. So in terms of a team rating, I think I'll give this one like a 6.25. 6.5. It's not, no. Yeah, I think like a 6.25. Yeah, over and over again. All right, we got Enderman Monty. Hey, I've been playing this game for a month now. A lot of new players. I'm waiting for the SP Bokuto because he's my favorite character. after the SP Bokuto, I will save up for SP Kuro, Tsukishima, and the twins. Am I doing the right thing or not? And I want to keep my quick attack specialty and rate my team that I have now. So this is the updated version. So he did pull the SP Bokuto. He's only been playing for a month. Bro is... Y'all are doing pretty good. Or you're just getting a lot more lucky than I am, which is probably the case. So let's see his long-term team. So SP Twins with Bokuto, Kurosuke, Nishinoya, does he already have? He doesn't have the Nishinoya, so that's going to be a long-term thing. And then Kurai, I believe he has. He does have Kurai. Hello, what is your favorite SP? I guess personally for me, the SP Bokuto. But that's just me, personally. In terms of like to use in the game, probably the Hinata. Okay, so so yeah, in the future, like this future team is absolutely usable. It's fine. I'm just kind of thinking like in the meantime. Excuse me. I think like the Kuro Tsukishima should be, I don't know. If you're free to play and you're like just doing this based off luck, the Kuro Tsukishima might be a bit difficult. But it's definitely like you're asking if you're doing the right thing. You want to be, I think you said a quick type team. Yeah, you want to be a quick type team. Right now you're a block team actually. So you have Suna and Osamu. If you bring in the twins, sorry, not the twins, the Kuro Tsukishima, you will be a quick attack type team. But you have to take out Kurai and Hirugami at that point. Which I'm not sure. I mean, okay, so you are getting the Kuro Tsukishima bond at that point, so that is worth it, I think. But in terms of like balance for your team, you might want to consider subbing them back in, probably for Suna and Osamu at that point. Because I don't know, I find Kurai more useful than Osamu, but you need Osamu in the team for the quick type specialty, right? So it is a little bit of a difficult situation, but I think that's probably the best thing to do. So yeah, you do get the Kuro Tsukishima, replace the Kamamedai duo, you get that type team, the quick type team, and then you sub in Suna, probably both Suna and Osamu out for the Kamamedai duo. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because the thing is, you can't sub out Sugawara. You want to keep the Bokuto, obviously, and then Nishinoya needs to come in for somebody, so... Well, I mean, you can't sub out the Nishinoya for the Kuro Tsukishima anyway, so it's really like one of these four, and you need these two for the team type that you want. So it's gonna have to be Kurai Hirugami. Unless you want to go into a... Like, if you want to double down being a block type team, you could just simply replace these two. But I think balance-wise, it would be better for these two. I don't know. Play around with it. When you pick up the Kuro Tsukishima, see which option is better. If you want to take these two out to start and be a block type team, or take these two out to start and be a quick type team. But in terms of a team rating, I think I'll give this one like a 7.5. Because outside the Kurai Hirugami, there's not much bonds here. You just have like individual quality, which is not a bad thing. But you know, if you want a good score, you want to have like bonds and SPs and URs and stuff. Damn, I'm not... I just realized, like, I started the team reviews at 1:45. I wanted to get through a lot today, and I just didn't. I might... I mean, I am busy later tonight. I might extend the stream by a little bit. We'll see. We have Strawbell who says, "Hi, everyone. I'm free to play and saved around 20,000 diamonds at the moment. I would switch to Kuro and Tsuki for their SP versions, but I'm not sure what to do further on. I was thinking about SP Kurai and Hirugami, or maybe Sakusa and Komori." So, the good thing with the Kurai Hirugami is, based off the projected timeline, they won't come out for a while, so if you do spend diamonds now, you should be able to get those diamonds back by the time they come out. So just keep that in mind. The Kuro Tsukishima, so I'm assuming... Yeah, it'd just be Lev that comes out. So Lev and Kuro would come out for the SP Kuro, SP Tsukishima. You are a receive type team right now, but when the Kuro comes in, he does have the receive tag, so you then can afford to take out the Konoha, and at that point I would consider bringing in somebody really strong offensively, so maybe the Goshiki on your bench, a Tanaka from the SSR selection box, Iwaizumi, something like that. It does look like you're free to play. I would suggest the Sakuza. That would be really nice for your team, but Kuro Tsukishima plus Sakuza is gonna be kind of difficult with 20,000 gems. So I guess like best case scenario for you right now would be like Sakuza for Konoha, Kuro Tsukishima for Kuro Lev. That's like ideal. But if you can't do that, one step down, I would say just Konoha out for one of Iwaizumi, Goshiki, or Tanaka. But that has to happen after the Kuro comes out for the SP1. Because I don't think you can make another team type. Because Kuro, Lev is block. Lev's they're also quick. And then you just have receive after that, plus Ohira's power. So yeah, it's gonna have to be that. So keep your team type now for Kuro Tsukishima, and then after that happens, take Konoha out for one of the other SSR wing spikers. And then yeah. But if you can get Sakuza, I would recommend that. Yeah, that's kind of your best option right now, and then you can wait for the Korai Hirugami way down the line. Do the bonds still work if you're subbing out the player's example for the libero? So deployment bonds only work when both characters are on the court present at the same time. So for example, Ushijima Tendo, they have a deployment bond, but a lot of people have Tendo in their back row and they sub Tendo out for the libero, and at that point that doesn't work. But things like school bonds and oh, that's the wrong button. But things like school bonds and what's it called? School bonds and non-deployment bonds and team types, those all stay. It's just the deployment types that you deployment bonds that you need both characters on the court at the same time. Can you reach mine this stream? If you sent your team recently, I'm not gonna be able to get to it on stream. You have a better chance of it being in a YouTube video. How can I send a pic of my team? Yeah, in the Discord. But again, so basically in the streams, like looking at the left side here, I just go up from like, you know, the furthest post away to the newest. But in the YouTube video, for example, like I did this one, I did a couple of these, I did one here, so it's a little bit more selective at that point. But yeah, there's like 80 teams in the thing right now, so I'm trying to get through it as fast as possible. I don't think I gave it a team rating. So in terms of a team rating, I'll give this one like a 7 or like a 6.75 out of 10. It's just for like being fair, you know, a lot of people are waiting, so I don't want to like pick and choose. The only time that didn't happen on a stream was when people started donating to me. They were spending money. They're like, can you do my team? I'm like, well, I can't fucking say no then. So I had to. But I don't recommend doing that. Yeah, so the link to the Discord is in my bio, but make sure you export the link to your browser, whether you use Safari or Google or whatever, because, or I should say Chrome, because for some reason the integrated the integrated TikTok browser doesn't let you join the Discord, I believe. So just keep that in mind. Okay, next up we have Uolas, who says, hi, I'm a free to play and my team is very bad. Okay. In my mind, I want to go for a quick attack team with the SP twins and Hinata, supported by Tsukishima, Nishinoya, and the UR Kageyama. I just want to know if you think it's a good, achievable idea and what to do with the remaining slots and some tips on how to upgrade my cheer team. Oh, that's a first. Thank you for the help. So let's look at your team right now. So I don't know why you think your team is bad. Because you have, I do understand it feels a little bit all over the place, but I mean, having Ushijima, Tendo, Korai as kind of your building blocks is actually really good. So don't think too badly of that. I believe Goshiki and Ushijima also have a bond, I think. So you're getting something from that as well. I think, yeah, Kenma being your setter is not ideal. Like, honestly, at this point, I would just consider getting, like, Shirabu, maybe? Goshiki and Tendo have a bond. Oh, okay. But anyways, like, they're still, like, getting something from that, right? But at that point, yeah, I would consider getting, like, Shirabu at setter for Kenma. Because Shirabu and Ushijima have a duo attack. Plus, you get the awareness and strength boost from the Shiratorizawa team bond. Yeah, so I would definitely consider that in terms of a short-term option, but you're a power attack team, so if you do that, you're really gonna see the benefits from that. I think the only thing is you might want to consider taking the Tanaka out for a different, like maybe for the Tsukishima, just to get that balance. Because you have Goshiki to hit, you have Ushijima to hit, you have Kurai to hit. So you don't really need Tanaka in this situation. I would consider getting the Tsukishima, and then you would replace your Libero for the back row middle blocker. So I would do that. Shirabu and Noya would be great. Yeah, Nishinoya would be great for the Tanaka bond, but I think because he has the Akaji, for a new account, once you get a SSR Libero, you don't really want to replace that unless it's like you're going from no SSR Libero to like Komori or SP Nishinoya. So again, for a new account, I think the Akaji is absolutely fine. I would consider taking the Tanaka out for the Tsukishima. But yeah, you're not in a bad spot at all. Like, I don't know, like, I understand like why it may feel like your team's bad, but it's really not. It's really not. What else did you ask? Okay, so long term you want to do all this. So as we know, the Tendo, Atsumu, Osamu come out 3 banners in a row, so that is a little unfortunate for a free-to-play player, but again, they don't come out for a while, so if you start saving now, it should be attainable. We don't know when the SP Hinata is going to come back, so that could mess up your plans depending if they come out, or if he comes back out like near these guys. You already have the Kurai, and the same thing with the Nishinoya, so it's a couple of question marks here with your team. The Tsukishima should be attainable for you, considering you don't have any SPs right now, so I'm assuming you at least use the tickets to reduce your pity, or you just have those tickets saved up. So definitely pick up the Tsukishima and then probably replace the Tanaka with him. SP Hinata comes back 1st of April. Really? Isn't that when the Kuro is supposed to come out? Oh, April 8th. That sucks. That sucks. And then the Nishinoya right after the Kuro is done. Damn. Well, that's going based off they're doing rebanners every 2 weeks, so yeah, that would be kind of shitty. I think for your team, I would still prioritize the Tsukishima, right? Because again, for balance sakes. So maybe Suki Nishinoya might be a possibility. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult regardless. But Suki plus Twins and Tendo should be attainable. I think these two might be hard. It's a lie. It's April Fool's. He could get SSR Yaku maybe. Again, one of those things where he doesn't need it. It would be nice, but he doesn't need it. Oh yeah, so the cheer team pick up every single fragment possible. So when you do like club contest, I think peak challenge as well, even the characters like, so for example, you have 3 selected here. Even the characters that aren't selected, if you level them up and rank them up, your team rating will go up still. So it doesn't need to be the 3 selected. I didn't know that. So for the first like 2 months of playing the game, 3 months of playing the game, I only had my 3 selected and I would only focus on them, where I could have been picking up the fragments in the meantime. So a lot of people don't actually know that. So I would definitely consider doing that. And it's one of those things where it just takes time. It just takes time because again with the fragments you need like 60 for some. You need I think it's like, yeah, I think it's actually, no, I think they're all 60, right? There might be a 40 in there in terms of leveling them up. What is this, a soccer game? Yes. Yes. This is it's a soccer game where you use your hands. So we have 07 Germ who says, I'm 5 summons away from the guaranteed SR or SP Bokuto. Should I just wait for the next SP since I already have your Bokuto, or is the SP worth it? In my opinion, if you already have the UR one, I would say wait. In my opinion, because if you get the SP one, I don't know if the SSR Akashi supports the SP Bokuto. But yeah, I would say definitely I would say definitely wait. You Canadian? I'm American. I'm American. I think your stream boosted my luck. Oh, it's a lie in April. That is a I think that's an anime. I did miss that. I'm not like a crazy anime watcher. You guys gotta relax. Relax. W man, I could tell from your voice. There's literally so many people in my community who have been like, "You're Canadian," and I'm like, "How the?" I never said once up until that point where I was from, but people are like, "Your accent." I'm like, "What?" Should I pull Akashi since I have the SP Bokuto? If you can. If you can do it, then yes. If you are like forcing it a little bit, I'd say you don't have to. Well, I'm Canadian too, so it's a lot easier to tell. I can't tell. I can't tell. I'll listen to somebody's voice and I'll be like, "Are you from America?" And it's like, "Nope, I'm from Toronto." I'm like, "Okay." But even there, I said Toronto, but it's like Tirana. Tirana. El Canadian for real? Leave me alone. Your stream ruined my pity luck. I got every single one on hard pity. See, that makes more sense. Bruh, how do you not know the Toronto accent? Well, the thing is, okay, if it's like exaggerated, I can tell. But they're like, because our equivalency, like we're from where I'm from, is like we have like the Jack accent, and it's like the same thing as like the Toronto like slang accent. But yeah, out west, yes. If you can only get 1 or 2 of the Oikawa trio, which are you getting? Oikawa, oh, that's a tough one. I would probably say Iwaizumi and Oikawa. Albertans got that accent too easy. Well then, I guess we all have that accent. Hello, Aravella. LOL, I thought you don't have any TikTok account, but I did sub to your YouTube channel. Yeah, all my links are in the link tree. But if you haven't subbed, please make sure to do so. Oikawa and Ushijima. Yeah, honestly, as long as Oikawa is one of them, you can't really go wrong. Is this game fun? Is it PC? So it's mobile. But you can play on PC using either LD Player or BlueStacks. In terms of is this game fun? I think objectively, if I'm looking at the bigger picture, probably not. Because I think a lot of people are kind of experiencing like, because the thing is you can't play against other players. That's the main thing. So there doesn't feel like there's a skill gap and it feels very like predetermined. But there will be a basketball game that comes out that apparently will have that incorporated. So we'll see. But it is fun for me because I like the anime and stuff like that. So hello, how are you? I'm good. Are you a FC26 refugee? We're not going to talk about it. I literally got it on my PC for the first time this year to do a series on it on YouTube. And this fucking game, dude. So stupid. Is like I was doing an Everton career mode, manager mode, whatever you want to call it. And the thing is, this is offline. I'm not even talking about online. Online is a different beast. And I'm cooking teams. I'm cooking like Spurs, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. Like I am destroying teams like 4-0 with a first season Everton team. Thierry O'Berry was like prime Thierry Henry. Like it was ridiculous. So then it just got to the point where I was putting so much time into making those videos because I would like record for like an hour, edit for another 2 hours, and then like the view count wasn't there. Plus I wasn't enjoying it, so I'm like, screw this. Like respectfully. But yeah, like online is another thing. I have 12,000 gems and no pity on SPs. Should I try to force SP Akashi or should I get it? Or should I get Kageyama for the Hinata quick? Hold on. Were you the one with the Bokuto? Yeah, you did have Bokuto. 12,000 gems. I guess it depends on what you want to do long term. The SP if you want to be a quick attack team, definitely go for the Kageyama Hinata route. But if you do want to be power, then go for the Akashi one. Or if you're planning on going for the Oikawa trio, I would say just skip both. Like you don't need to get Akashi with Bokuto. Let's just say that. I do play online. I use a full Canadian Passion Evo team. Even the Evos, like I've heard, like honestly, I don't play Ultimate Team, but I heard like even the Evos are friggin' ass when it's like it's such a simple concept. Just make it so that you can make players who are not usable usable. But now you got all these play styles and all this BS and whatever. By the way, did they announce Davies' injury, like the timeline for that? I saw he picked up another fucking injury because Bayern can't keep him healthy right before the World Cup. Like, what are we doing? Anyways, I forgot what I was I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so in terms of your SP pulls, just be wary of the fact that all of these guys come out next to each other. I guess other than Atsumu, Osamu, and Tendo, like they're like one block, but then the Hinata, Tsuki, and Nishinoya is like another block. So as a free to play, you're gonna have to probably be patient for a long-term version of this team. You might need to do something in between with only like 2 of these guys, 3 of these guys. So just be patient. But in terms of this team, again, not bad. Just make that Tsukishima change, in my opinion, and look to potentially get Shirabu. So in terms of a team rating, I'm gonna give this one probably a 6.25. It's really annoying. I follow Jonathan David from Juventus. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw that Davies went down again. I'm like, please, dude. So to join the Discord, the link is in my bio, in the link tree, but you have to export the link into your own browser, not the TikTok one, because for whatever reason the TikTok one just doesn't let you like join the Discord apparently, from what I've heard. Let's see, news. Let's see if I can quickly find it. Yeah, because I saw it was like a muscle injury, and those can be monthly. I don't think he tore anything, right? Like, as long as he didn't tear anything, like, I think it's okay. Fuck. Let me just search it up. Alfonso Davies injury. So it looks like no timeline. There's a report from TSN saying small hamstring tear. So that's not good. We have Arada who says, quick question, why don't you put Kuro to replace Hinata? Because Kuro and Suki have the best link in the game. Yeah, that could also be a thing. I think, I don't know, I guess Hinata provides more offense maybe. I don't know, this is their future team. They could do whatever they want in that position. Because I'm pretty sure the twins have a bond with Tendo, I'm pretty sure. Nishinoya's bond is with, I don't think, does he have one with the SB Hinata or is it just the Kageyama? I don't remember. Yeah, I think Suki Kuro will probably make more sense. Or you can take out the Kurai at that point maybe, but again, as a free-to-play player, you might want to hold on to like one of your guys that you already have, so. Next up, we got Playboy CR. What is that profile picture? Oh my god. It's Messi and Ronaldo with a substance. I'm pretty new to the game. I would like advice on what I can do to make my team better, and some player recommendations would be nice as well. And then they have a future team down there as well. Okay. So the practice Kageyama with either the practice Hinata or the SSR one is pretty good. I'm assuming as a new character, or sorry, new account, you should have access to the SSR Hinata event. So if you're lucky enough to get him, you can keep that Hinata in your team for a while. But generally, you do want to replace your SRs first. But looking at your team, you have the Karasuno team bond already. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the only thing is with your SR characters, you're gonna have to replace them with quick attack tag players, it looks like, because they are making your lineup specialty at the moment with Lev and Hinata. I believe Kenji's only block, Tanaka's power, and then Suki's quick block, and Kageyama is quick. Well, he's just quick. So in terms of recommendations, I don't know, it's kind of difficult. I would say maybe the SSR Ione, because I'm pretty sure the SSR Ione is both quick and block. So you can take out probably Lev and then put Hinata into the back. And then he has the duo block with Kenji. So that probably makes the most sense in terms of a short-term improvement on your team. But with the rest of your guys, I don't think you need to make a change. And then long-term, you want to do Kuro Tsukishima. As a free-to-play, at this point, you might be able to get one of them if you really save for them. But again, the Sugawara rebanner, Hinata rebanner, Kurai is not for a while. Kageyama's rebanner is coming up soon, so it's going to be very difficult to get these three long term. Oh, my bad, I'm new to the stream. I thought this was a team you created for him. Oh, no. This is from the Discord where people are submitting their own teams, plus like people like to put their future teams and stuff like that. Who to prioritize getting to skill res 2 first? Oikawa, Ushijima, Kurai, or Hirugami? I don't have the English translations for their skill resonance or their skills, so I can't really tell you. Because every time we do that, like we make a future prediction, it's usually like wrong. I'm trying to get into your Discord server, but it's not working. It says invalid, invite, or expired. Can you are you doing that in TikTok, or are you doing it in the browser? If it's in a separate browser, it should be able to. Which setter guarantees the most crits? That would be the SSR Akashi. the SSR Kashi when he crits. The SSR Kashi when he crits his set. It guarantees the spike crit as well. No, I'm copying the link into the browser. Really? Maybe try the YouTube link. That's so weird. Shout out to Rada for the follow on Twitch. Holy username, bros official. What? Oh, that's quite the username you got there. But there is also the UR Oikawa with his attack tempo stack, so he guarantees a crit after consuming, I think it's 6 stacks. We got Matt in the chat. Hello. I think Mobadex has every single skills in English, even those on JP. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. I don't like doing. I feel like now it's less so than before. But when I first started making videos, I feel like all of the videos people were posting on the game was like future characters, future this, future that. I'm just like, let's live in the moment a little bit, please. So it was a little bit. So that's why I tend to stay away from like future stuff, like in terms of like really going in depth, because I don't want to give like the wrong information. Plus I would have to go do my own research, which I just can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. But yeah, so in terms of like your future team, it's gonna be pretty difficult as a free-to-play player, like with these two coming out, Kurosuke Shima, the Kageyama rebanner, and then once these two are done, then apparently the Hinata rebanner, if they're going based off of just doing a new rebanner every 2 weeks, would come out 2 weeks after the Kuro, or maybe 1 week after the Kuro. Or Tsukishima, whichever one is the last one. The Kurai shouldn't be a problem. That would be a ways away. The Sugawara rebanner as well, depending on what you do with these four, shouldn't be too difficult to get. But the thing is, you have both Kageyama and Sugawara. I know you probably want the Karasuno team bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you have 5 here with the Nishinoya. You don't need Sugawara in this team. So I would take Sugawara out and maybe consider getting another, probably offensive player. I think that's the only thing. Let's see. I'd get Sugawara and Hinata's rebanners. Oh, I guess to be a block type team. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then quick with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess for the versatility reasons, I guess I can understand that. But at that point, I would just consider, again, having somebody more offensive here. And then you can just sub in like any other middle blocker to be a block type team. You know what I mean? Forgot to say, how are you? I'm good. How you doing? If he wanted the double setter setup, he could use SP Kenma for bonds. Yeah, the only thing is, again, that's even shorter. Like the SP Kenma rebanner would be right after the SP Hinata one. So it's like difficult. Very difficult. I'm good. Just got SP Bokuto yesterday. How's he doing for you? So in terms of your current team, like, it's fine. New account, totally understandable. So, but the thing is, it's gonna have to be like a 5 out of 10. But you do have the team bond. You do have, you know, the Kageyama Hinata situation going on here. But yeah, just try to get rid of your SSRs. Again, I would suggest the Ione, and then you're gonna have to be a bit selective in terms of this situation. I would just consider going Kuro Tsukishima to begin with, because at the very least, if because of the banner releases are a bit difficult for these characters, you can still put Kuro Tsukishima in that other team that you might consider, because they're a little bit more flexible in that regard. That's the wrong guy. Oh, this is somebody else. Whoops. I thought this was the same guy. Somebody else was suggesting this. Well, this is not a bad suggestion though. So at the very least, there's that. Unk wasted time. Nah. He's pretty good, but I don't know who should I get next, to be fair. Yeah, I can understand that. So again, there's a lot of new people in the chat right now and people watching. So how it works is Tuesdays I always stream Haikyu Fly High dailies plus team reviews live, and the way I do it is I go from bottom to top. So if you posted yours, February 11th, I will start there and then move upwards towards the current date, with it being February 24th. And then I try to do 2 team reviews per week in terms of YouTube videos. So Mondays, we did post one yesterday on the YouTube on the YouTube channel. And that one I choose. So as you can see, there's 3 like red here. So I did these 3. It looks like I did this one. There's a couple more here that I did. So that's when you will probably get the more, I guess, higher likelihood of seeing your team being reviewed, because it's a little bit more random in that regard. So yeah, if somebody who posted theirs today, you have a better chance of it being reviewed in the YouTube video rather than the stream today. And then in the streams I go in order, just for being fair. Can you explain why SP Kuro and Tsuki is so good? It's because I believe somebody's gonna have to fact check the Kuro. I think the Kuro has, it's either the quick block and receive tag, or it's just block and receive. But the Kuro Tsukishima duo bond provide the best blocking in the game, and I think it's still like that. I know there's the SP Hirugami that's out now, but in terms of a duo bond, they are the best defensive one. So you can put them in pretty much any situation. So kind of like the Kurai Hirugami URs when they first came out. So yeah, Kuro is block and receive, and Tsuki's quick and block. So it's just one of those things where, again, they're in like every single team. And plus the duo bond provide blocking. Is it a 30% debuff as a link? Yeah, I think it's either like I don't quite remember. I think they either block, I think their skills provide so much to their block, and then the duo bond provides a debuff to the opponent, something like that. It seems like the SP Hirugami just buff SP Suki plus Kuro even more. Like buff them, or like the internet you're saying are better than them. So Arthur had resubscribed with Prime. Can you look at my future team? Give me 1 second. Sorry to ask, because I think you already said, but when do you post videos on teams and stuff? So yes, pay to win team reviews is back, boys. Even though I guess technically it's free. So yeah, so Mondays for sure. Well, okay, I wouldn't say for sure. So I try to do 2 YouTube team reviews in terms of videos. So like they're roughly 20 to 30 minute videos, and then I do 1 stream every Tuesday. All right, Arthur, you son of a bitch. You had to go and do it. Where's your thing? Is it this one? Could you look at my future quick team and rate it? I already have Nishinoya, Hinata, and Kageyama, and I like to keep them. Kageyama is negotiable. Would Atsumu and friends be a better setter for my quick attack? Do I have too many middle blockers, and does that kill my attack power? What's the best ideal quick attack in your opinion? So the thing is, I feel like in terms of the best quick attack team in the future is going to be the Mia Twins paired with Hinata. And then I don't think you need Kageyama. I think Tsukishima Kuro. So again, even though Kuro's not quick attack tagged, I believe his main attack stat will be quick attack anyways. Same thing again with Tsukishima, but he has quick attack tag, so that's your 4 right there. So I think those are the best quick attack players, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the SP Kurai is quick attack tagged, which I always forget. So him as well. So that's 4. So it's Hinata, Kuro, Tsukishima, twins. That's 5. And then you can do Kurai, Hirugami. No. Then that's 7. No, you would have to do just Kurai at that point. Honestly, you could rotate. You could either do just Kurai or just Hirugami. And then your SP would be Nishinoya. I think I'd prefer, honestly, the Komori in that team, but not a bad thing. So I think, in my opinion, that's the best quick attack team, but with the Kageyama instead, I think you're just missing out on like some offense, in my opinion. Because Kageyama, like if your Kageyama was like a different quick attack player that had bonds and he was actually hitting, it wouldn't be a bad thing. But because he's a setter, he's primarily just going to be there to set, and you're kind of wasting a position there if you have the SP Atsumu. So that's why I'm like, I would probably consider taking him out for the Atsumu, and then you would take out one of these two for Osamu. Probably you. So you already have that. You said negotiable. Would they be a better setter court? Yes, in my opinion. Do I have too many middle blocker, and does that kill my attack power? In this situation, probably, even though the Tsukishima is good offensively. But like I said, you just take him out for probably Osamu. And then, yeah. There you go. So in terms of this team, though, I would say, because it's really just these 3 that are hitting. In terms of receives, it's these 3, but Kuro's in the front. So, well, actually, Hinata as well. It's not bad. I think you just have to change the rotation slightly for receives, and then block, obviously it's strong, and then you have Kageyama there too, so it's like, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think it just could be a little bit better. So I'd probably give this team like a 9.5, considering all the characters out at this point in time. Maybe like a 9.25. There you go, Arthur, you little pay to win freak. Alrighty, so next up we have CNDZ_10. This is my current team, and I've just been saving up gems since I got Kenma because I'm not sure who to get in the future, so any suggestions would be appreciated. Well, very interesting as to why you got the Kenma. Because, well, I'm assuming you couldn't get the Hinata. Or if it's one of those things where you chose the Kenma over the Hinata, that was definitely a choice. Because you definitely don't need Kenma in this team. So, I wouldn't say it's a waste per se, but you could have maybe used those resources a little bit differently. Now, the good thing is, though, with the rest of your team is you have 4 receive tag players. So I would consider taking the Oikawa out for a better receive player in the future, maybe an SP Kuro. So then you can be a receive type team, plus you still have a really good setter in the lineup. You could take out the Ushijima for the SP Tsukishima as well, but then at that point you're kind of... It would definitely work because you still have Sakusa, Kurai, and Tsukishima to hit, but like... You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like just the Kuro would be fine, but if you can get both, I would say get both. And then at that point, I would consider either making like a second team, or if you just want to upgrade your Kama Medai to the SP versions, you could do that. Or like if you just want to hold on to this team and just kind of wait it out and see what other characters come out, because there is another, you know, SP Kenma, so there could be another, I don't know, SP character version of one of your favorite characters. So you could do either or, in my opinion. But yeah, you didn't need the Kenma, but because you did get the Kenma, I would try to build a team around him because he is your best character. Yeah, not bad, not too bad though. Was there anything else he said? Any suggestions? Yeah, I mean, you could do a thing with the Oikawa, Ushijima, Iwaizumi, but then at that point you're committing to 2 setters. Unless you want to take out the Kenma at that point for the Iwaizumi and then use the Kenma in a second team, that could be a thing. But yeah, I think like Kuro for sure for the Oikawa would provide the best balance. But the Kamomedai duo of Kurai Hirugami would be ideal. Shout out to Scuba for the sub on YouTube. Stressad says team review live. Yeah, every Tuesday. Unk, play a match. Let me see what you got. I already did. So you're gonna have to check the VOD on YouTube. Why did he get Kenma? I don't know. But he did. Could you search for mine? Unfortunately, that's not how this works. Unfortunately. But it might be in a YouTube video. Which, oh, I should probably record that. I should probably record that. Tomorrow? So tomorrow I'm going to be live for Football Manager. So anybody interested in that, we'll be live for 2 hours for that. Oh, but I am working tomorrow, so it's gonna have to be an 11. Yeah, I'm gonna have to record a team review video later today. Let's see. Can't wait to get SP Tanaka in a year or so. I think it'll be this year, but it'll be like late. Like I'm thinking like October maybe. When the F is Kageyama gonna come out? I don't even know what they're gonna do with Kageyama and Sakuza Komori because they have SP stats. So I don't know if they're gonna release an SP version of them or like and give them better skills but the same stats or better stats and less skills. Like, yeah, they kind of messed up there. So I don't know. Maybe they're just delaying it as much as possible. How the hell is there still 25 people on YouTube? You guys are amazing. Yeah, but I get my suggestions. So in terms of our team rating though, it's still a power-based team. You still have the Oikawa for his serves plus his attack tempo situation. The Kenma is still gonna be good. So I'll give this like an 8.25 out of 10. It's close to an 8.5. I think there's just a little bit of inconsistency maybe, or like a little bit lacking in balance. Unk, most of your viewers are my alts. I'm viewbotting. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm getting the burnt peanut allegations. Let's go. You know how many energy bottles plus training manuals required for Sakuza's training? I don't actually know, but it would be safe to say. Let me think. I think it's safe to say you need at least like 1250 bottles, maybe 1500. And then training manuals, you would need, I think, like 400. I think. I don't know if anybody can actually fact check that for me. Scuba says, is it worth rerolling for Sakuza for receive team with SP Bokuto and SP Akashi? Let's see. I guess it depends on who, like what other receive type players you have. So obviously your libero will be 1. If you have the Bokuto already, that's 2. Sakuza would be 3, and you still need 2 more. So if you have like the Hinata Kenma, I'd say so. I got Hinata, Kurai, Hirugami, and Komori, so that's already 1, 2, 3. So you don't have the Bokuto or the Sakuza yet. You already have Bokuto, so you're literally just 1 away from a receive type team. So let's see. So your only blocker right now is Hirugami, and then you're using Korai. I would consider the SP Kuro because he's block receive. So you get another blocker plus you get the receive tag. You know what I mean? You already have Hinata to hit, Korai to hit, Bokuto to hit. Yeah. How cut up are you on tier reviews? When we started, there was 80. There was 80, and I probably got through like 10. I think, maybe. If I'm, let's see. We did. Who did we start with? We started here, I think. No, we started here. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think I did this one today. 12, 13 ish. It was a bit of a mistake on my end. So typically I would end stream now, because typically what I do is from 12 to 1 I do my Haikyu dailies, and then from 1 to 3 I do team reviews. But today I started at 1:45, so I didn't get through as many as I wanted to. And the main thing is, especially with the YouTube videos, it's like I post one YouTube video doing like 7 to 10 teams, and then it gets 1,000 views, and then it's like, here's another 50. I'm like, shit. So again, like I said, for streams we go in order from bottom to top. For YouTube videos, I select from all over the place, so you're more likely to get your team reviewed sooner in the YouTube videos than the streams. Are you partnered with Garena? No. Somebody had told me to reach out to a certain somebody to maybe get that going, so we'll see. I just I forget about it. How many you need for a receive team? Isn't Hinata, Kurai, Komori, Sakusa, and Bokuto enough? It is, but I'm just saying, like, for balance wise, like, you could take Sakusa out and put the Kuro instead, because you need 5. So it's up to you. They should definitely partner with you. Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, I would have to reach out, because I've heard like other content creators, like they reached out and that's how they got it going. But I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just kind of doing my own thing. Plus, like, I'm pretty sure you do have to sign like NDAs and stuff like that or something like that. I don't know. So it's one of those things where I probably should, especially because like I am paying attention to the community and it looks like I'm one of the more active people. So just one of those things, but I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. It is 3:06. The GOAT Major Ickpaul is here. Do it, bro. More content. It's a win-win. Well, the thing is, I guess I would just I think the only difference would be is like I would make a specific YouTube video for giveaways is the only thing, I think. So I don't know. Again, it's one of those things where I just have to remember to do it is the main thing. Okay, so yeah, it is 3:07. I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream. I'll do one more. I'll do Juggernauts, and then I'll end stream. When do you stream, Unk? I don't know your schedule. I stream whenever you're not online. Have you thought of doing a giveaway during the stream? I've done it before. But the thing is, the giveaways I do are from me. Like, a lot of these other content creators, because they're partnered with Garena, they like do it with them. But it's from my own pocket that I do mine. Ung doesn't work overtime. Exactly. When you reach my post all the way up, that giveaway will seem very useful. Maybe. Maybe by then. Yeah, start the giveaway. I'm not doing another one. I need to relax for a little bit. Let's just say that. Okay, so we'll do Juggernaut. So this will be the last team review for the stream. So he says, I just got back from playing this game, and I just need some advice on who to get or what's compatible with my current lineup. Can you help and rate me, please? So he has a Nekoma team. So you have the Yaku Lev bond, you have the Kenma Kuro one, and then you have the team bond as well. So I don't know what Atsumu and Rintaro are doing here. It looks like you can also be a block type team, so maybe that's why Rintaro's here. But what is Atsumu doing here? Like he's just here to be here. Looking at your team, you definitely need somebody to spike, because right now it's pretty much just Kurai and Kuro. At the very least with Kuro, you have the duo attack with Kenma, and then you have his ultimate as well, the A quick attack. But there's also Lev as well. He's not bad at hitting as well. But you definitely need somebody other than those guys. If we're looking at receives, because of the boost you're getting with, you know, Yaku, you have Kenma, you have the team bond, I would say you have Kurai as well. I would say you don't really need blocking or receive help. You definitely need more offense help. So I'm looking at your bench, like I wouldn't mind like just throwing in Goshiki, because you'll still be a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually no, you need Rintaro for the team type. So maybe Goshiki for Atsumu. I know that would tank your team rating quite a bit. So maybe you want to level him up first. Or actually, no, I would consider Ohira, because Ohira is power and receive. So then you would have 1, 2, 3. Nope, you're still missing one. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I think, yeah, Atsumu has to come out for somebody. And I don't know who. Yeah, because the lineup specialty really depends on Suna. Actually, no, yeah. So if you take out Atsumu, you'll still be a block type team. You just won't be a quick type team, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's what it is. So you take out Atsumu for somebody to be a little bit more offensive. So one of Ohira, Goshiki, probably. And then your team will have to be a block type team, but then you also get again the receive bonus from being a Nekoma team. You have good receive players with the Yaku Kurai. It's a better balance, let's just say that. Now in terms of your future team, we have SP Festival Trio with Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima. You have Kurai, Hirugami, Utendo, and Nishinoya. Again, you got bonds all over the place, so that's fine. Or instead of the Festival Trio, he goes with the 4 of Hinata, Kenma, Tsukishima, Kuro. So it looks like Hirugami, Kurai, and Nishinoya are going to be your foundation in terms of guys who are going to be in your team. So yeah, I think, yeah, consider going for the Kuro Tsukishima, just like right here. In the meantime, so while you're building to your future teams. Because again, even if you could still go for this team and still have the Kuro Tsukishima, you know what I mean? You don't have to like lock into this team. Obviously, like it would be ideal to get the Hinata Kenma with these two, but again, like I said, it's one of those things where you can still have a good foundation with the other characters plus your Kuro Tsukishima. If you need to change for whatever reason, you'll be good. You'll be good. Geez, you're still live. M Dot's in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, no, this is the last team review. Then I'm kicking. Would you shout out and tell people to rate my team? Well, yeah, the thing is with the team review like thread, you guys can go and comment on other people's stuff too. Like you don't just have to wait for me. Constructive feedback, no offense intended, but wouldn't it be better to start reviewing the people who are live and save the rest for YouTube, promoting more people here too? Yeah, that's not like a bad thing per se. The only thing is like I'd rather prioritize the people who have been waiting already for that long. You know what I mean? Because there's people who posted like 2 weeks ago that haven't gotten their team reviewed, right? You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I say to that. It's definitely not a bad suggestion or anything, but that's just how I do it. I don't know. I feel like it's more fair that way. That's just me. So yeah, like I said, short term, I would replace Atsumu with a different hitter, be a block type team for the meantime. Maybe long term, or I guess mid term, you could say, Kurosuke Shima SPs there. And then you can decide if you want to go Kenma Hinata, or you can still go like Oikawa Iwaizumi. And then you have Kurosuke here, and then you still have these two with Nishinoya. So, like I said, it's still flexible. If you have these two, you don't have to go Kenma Hinata. But in terms of a team rating, Nekoma team bond, you got your team type. You got 2 deployment bonds. The Atsumu is just a little bit weird in this situation, so I think I'd still give it like a 7.25. Still pretty solid. It'll get you by for sure. Like it's not like you're in a dire situation with this team. Plus your bench too, you're like you can make some fixes, some quick changes pretty easily. Okay, that is that. So yeah, I will so that's gonna be the end of the stream. So thank you guys for being here. If you didn't leave a like, please do so. Make sure to follow, subscribe, do all that fun stuff if you haven't already. I will record a team review video probably in an hour or two. I do need to go rest. I'm tired, I'm hungry, my voice is going. So yeah, if you want to participate in the team reviews, again, join the Discord. If you want to comment on other people's things, please by all means go for it. But yeah, I will record a team review video later today, hopefully get that tonight uploaded, and then tomorrow 11 a.m. Pacific we will be live for Football Manager. I haven't played in like 3 weeks now, or 2 weeks. I believe we're in the January transfer window. We're top of the table with Spurs, so hopefully I don't screw up my season with that transfer window. I think I just sold Jed Spence to Barcelona, so that's fun. But yeah, that's gonna be on the agenda for tomorrow. And then if you guys want to tune in to the Thursday stream, we will be live for some Pokemon Radical Red. We are at like a really important time in the game, and the last stream was actually really fun. So make sure to join for that. Again, 11 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for being here, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.